South Wargosui Street. How you doing? I know we're supposed to be finding that Record of Fate's Yin Scroll thing, but it sure would be nice if we had more of a lead to work with. Right now, our only option is to try and trace the bloodline of that Onmyoji Simon Tsuchimikaya though today. Sorry. I will never learn how to say that name. But he's not a legitimate descendant of his family, so the library doesn't have anything about it. And since we've got nothing so far, we find ourselves here. This is where Michio died, right? Perhaps? Or... oh, we're at Hihaku Soap's. So this is Hihaku Soap's headquarters. So we're thinking that one of the high-ranking people here is most likely the Mastermind. Chairwoman Yamamori, was it? Wait, are chairwomen high-ranking? Isn't the most important person at the company the president? I'm not sure, but she's definitely an important person. Even if we're able to meet with her, what do we talk to her about? We can't just waltz in there and ask her if she knows about the Yin Scroll out of nowhere. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Ooh, is that your working style, Mio? Well, whenever I find myself out of options, I usually just jump right into the thick of it. Oh, if you're scared, I don't mind going in by myself. Scared? As if. Think of me as your trusty bodyguard. I don't mind going big and taking a chance. Oh, yeah, there's Ayako I know. I mean, you did leave her in the school when there's ghosts about, so I don't know if you're the best bodyguard in the world. I think Mio probably makes a better bodyguard. Is there any chicken stickers around? I feel like there's gotta be one here. Oh god, you're really close to me. Could you back up a little bit? I want a little bit more of a personal bubble. If it's all the same to you. Alright, well, let's look at the surroundings. There were a bunch of police cars speeding by earlier. I wonder if something happened. Must be. I've seen a few police officers and they looked like they were on edge. Could Inspector Tsumi have let that Nejima escape and everyone scrambling to find him? Oh, after all the effort we put into gathering information, that would be unfortunate. They better not have. They better catch that girl. Or, no, guy. Sorry, I was thinking about the college student for some reason. Now, shall we? Ooh, wait, is there anything I missed yet? There's gotta be a chicken sticker around, right? Where? I just want to do an okay-ish job at finding him. Not the best, not the worst, you know? Kind of in the middle. Oh, Mio, what about that one guy? The one Inspector Tsumi checked with. I forgot his name. Oh, right. Apparently he had never heard of Nakagoshi. Not that we have a way of contacting him directly anyway. We just have to leave a message with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau messenger and hope it reaches him. He's always the one who contacts me, and even then it's only instructions. Well, I guess we're in a tight spot then. Alright, I don't see no chicken stickers. There's gotta be, though. Ugh, that's so disappointing. I know I'm missing something somewhere. Oh well, let's go inside, I guess. No point in stalling. Alright, let's give this a shot. I'll never be a completionist. Excuse us. Looks like we're out of luck. Who knew you needed an appointment months in advance to meet a chairwoman? Turns out she's super duper important. Even the receptionist gave us a cold shoulder after realizing we're just students. Maybe her private secretary would hear us out, but they seem to be out at the moment. In that case... we'll break in. Oh, we're gonna suspend, actually. Well, what were you thinking? In which case, is waiting for her secretary the only thing we can do? I guess. Barging in suddenly didn't work out. At this point, there might be nothing more we can do. Alright, okay, so we have to suspend the session. So, maybe we can do something, because, the girlfriend of the police officer here is trapped in, I think, Hihaku Soaps, but I don't know. But I don't think she's the answer yet. Maybe one of these guys is gonna give us what we need. Would they have anything to do? Because she had the ability to travel. But I don't think that mom, what's her name? Haruhi's Oh god, what did I do? I touched everything and everything's gone. Hold on. Oh god, why did I do that? Get back over there. There we go. I don't think Harui's important enough to get into get an immediate meeting with the chairwoman. I know she's like in with the police force, but she's not like important, I don't think. Not in this case, I don't think. So let's go here. Maybe we'll find something here. Having learned the location of Nejima's hideout from Michio, Tatsumi, and Irio, request backup from HQ for Nejima's arrest as their manhunt picks up speed. We'll try here. Find out what the heck they're doing. From HQ to all bureaus. Officers have discovered the residence of the parole defender Fumichika Nejima, currently wanted under suspicion of criminal threat. Suspect escaped his residence prior to the officer's arrival and now is at large in Sumida City. Suspect is thought to be fleeing on foot. All bureaus are instructed to pursue, ensuring that he does not take refugee indoors. Furthermore, suspect is believed to possess a weapon capable of causing large-scale casualties. All officers are instructed to exercise extreme caution in their pursuit, remaining vigilant for signs of explosives and poison gas. Former Yasuda Gardens. How did they let him escape? Oh my god. Sorry boss, I tracked down Nejima's safe house, but he legged it just before we got there. Not your fault, we should have known he'd be on the lookout for us. We got officers all over town. It's only a matter of time before we bag him. I don't know. You guys are not the best cops. Let's be honest. Your first mistake was letting him go in the first place. There's gotta be a chicken sticker somewhere. Why? Why? Okay, well, that's sad. The rest of the town's crawling with police, but there's practically no one here. We've been running ourselves ragged all day. It's nice to finally stop and catch our breath. Okay, that's the same. Alright, let's talk. So boss, what are we doing here anyway? I figured Nejima might show up. Called a hunch, but he used to use this place as a hideout 20 years ago. Fair enough, but will he even remember it after so long? Probably. I don't know, maybe he's hiding behind that tree right now. Remember that mugshot of Nejima we circulated? I think it was from when he got out of parole, but except for a few wrinkles, he looked just like he did 20 years ago. Yeah, no idea how he kept up that weight on the prison diet. That's a stroke of luck though, isn't it? Means he'll be easy to spot. See, there's something bothering me about that. We've got every officer in the area looking for him, but no one's seen a damn thing. Which makes me wonder, what if we're looking for the wrong face? You mean he slimmed down? But it's only been half a year since he made parole. Could he have really lost that much weight in just 6 months? Well, he must look different enough that no one recognized him when he started working at Komagata High. Good point, but that means the photo we've got is useless. I mean, didn't he look super different? Or wait, I don't think he's the janitor, right? I don't think we ever confirmed that, so maybe he looks just like he did before? Why is this different? Oh, I think it's just an update on her being possessed or whatever. I don't think we've come across this photo anywhere in the school, or no, we haven't met anyone that looked like that in the school. Yeah, cause wait, what was the janitor's name? That's not him. Where is he? Yeah, this is the janitor. I guess they're different people then. I don't know. Weird. I know we didn't see anyone when we looked around before, but maybe we should check again. Don't bother, it's only been a few minutes. Let's take a second to sit and think. Aye aye, boss, break time it is. Oh, is he hiding in the bushes somewhere? Huh, hey boss. I think I hear something coming from those bushes over there. You sure it ain't the wind? Hello, is anybody there? Well, I'll be damned. Hey you, let me ask you something. This is the janitor. And how can I help you two fine gents? Yeah, it's totally the janitor. Huh? Do I know you? I could have sworn I've seen you somewhere before. Afraid you ain't gonna charm anyone with that tired old line, sir. Not even this old-timer. Playing hard to get, eh? My mistake. Anyway, what's your business here? Just enjoying a moment to myself since I've got the day off. I like it here. It's peaceful. We're looking for someone. Mind if we ask you some questions? Sounds like a lucky man, sir, to have a strapping gent like yourself after him. This one's business, not pleasure. I've dedicated my life to putting this guy behind bars. You can say that again. Boss put in so many hours, even his wife and his kid left him. Ouch. Enough, Irio, you'll set him off. Sorry to hear that, sir, but if you've glared at them like that all day, I can't say I blame him. No, that's it. The guy I'm after used to laugh just like you. You sure you haven't seen him? Oh, so it is Nejima. Weird. I guess the point is that he doesn't look the same. Oh no, sir. I don't know anyone like that, sir. But with a laugh like that, he must have been bad to the bone. He's a nasty piece of work, alright, but maybe he can still do the right thing. You'd like to think so, eh? Irio, call for backup. Huh? You mean that's him? Book him, book him. No, what are you doing? Just stand there. Go get him. Crap, he's running away. Wait! I'll go after him. You get back up. Okay, I'm on it. We probably should have approached first before starting, like, to call him out. Like, approached first, got him in, like, arms grabbing length, and then booked him. From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect has been sighted in the former Yasuda Gardens and is fleeing towards Komagata Bridge. Where all the murders took place, right? Irio, go a long way around. We'll trap him on the bridge. Got it. Probably should have gotten a little closer. I mean, aren't you policemen? Shouldn't you be faster than this guy? Give it up, Nejima. Or at least shouldn't you be athletic enough to go chase him down when he was closer to you? You're surrounded. There's no way out. Hey now, you're really gonna pull that thing on poor old me? When did the boys in blue get so trigger-happy around unarmed civilians? Unarmed, my ass. We know what the curse you're packing's capable of. But we also know it can't do shit in daylight, so give it up and come quietly. Can't do shit in daylight, eh? What do you think I am, some kind of third-rate amateur? I'm a goddamn black magician. No way. Can black magic really do that? Like hell it can, he's pulling that out of his ass. Black magic is from the west, and these curses are Japanese. They don't have anything to do with each other. Besides, if he could use curses while the sun was up, he would have given us till dusk. Ooh, nice of you to take me at my word on that. Now that a Y's out of the picture, I'm shit out of options. Good to know. Sounds like you won't take much to get you to give up. Careful now, I just might be desperate enough to try something. And the kid over there might just be desperate enough to shoot. Bit of a wild card, huh? Alright, how do we arrest him, please? Just tackle him while he's still here in your grasps. Also, I'm looking for chickens. Don't worry, there's no chickens around. Should we look at the surroundings first? Folks are starting to gather. There's no surprise given the scene we're causing. But if Nejim is packing explosives, he won't need a curse to cause a bloodbath. Those idiots need to get out of here, but they won't listen. Why do rubberneckers always have balls of steel? Why don't you just tackle them? That's what I'm saying. If you want to talk, I'll talk, but first you gotta put that thing away. I can't think straight with a gun in my face. No, just book them right now. Just save. Oh wait, I don't really need to save. This game lets you redo things. No. Not a chance. If you got something to say, then say it. Your buddy's hands are shaking. If he squeezes the trigger a bit too hard, I'm done for. Makes things more exciting, don't you think? You two have lost your fucking minds. Just get him. About his threat. That massacre you told me about on the phone, did you mean it? Every word. Every word. Don't you worry. Soon you'll have the case of a lifetime. Oh yeah? And how are you gonna pull it off? Like I'm gonna tell you, dumbass. But I'll give you one thing for free. I never had to wait till sundown. I just wanted to make sure you'd really hate me for this. Pretty sure I hate you plenty already. That ain't shit. I need more hatred from you. More hatred out of you. More. Needy son of a bitch, ain't you? What's he gonna do? Probably kill his daughter, right? Oh, I'm not done. Just wait till you see what I've got in store for what you really care about. You should be quaking in your fucking boots. That's not gonna happen. She's got enough to worry about without your sorry ass getting into her hair. Now that's more like it. There's the face I wanted to see. Yeah, that's the stuff. Okay, why don't you just tackle him now? Tackle him, cut off his arms, cut off his mouth, I don't know. Whatever you need to do to prevent the curse from happening. Just kill him, you know? I'm a man of my word, as you're about to find out. Oh boy. You have a cursed stone for the one-sided reed? Of course I do. Take a look. That's it, alright. Whoops, better put it somewhere safe. Wouldn't want something to happen to it. How did you find out about the cursed stones? They don't have anything to do with black magic. Someone else turned you onto them, didn't they? That puffed up teacher Arashi couldn't shut up about him. He's a bit desperate for a chance to flaunt his smarts. All I had to do was act impressed. That still doesn't explain how you learned so much so fast. Curses and black magic ain't so as different as you seem to think. As far as I'm concerned, they're just two ways of harnessing paranormal powers. Powers, not flowers. You sure there isn't more to it? All that matters is whether the power is a real deal. And this curse stone is very real, as you well know. Joke's on you, Nejima. Don't you know that the one-sided reed is a fake dropped in with the rest? Oh, give it a rest. I've tested it myself. Use that thing on people? Son of a bitch. When something this special falls in your lap, you gotta take it for a spin. I'm just good at covering my tracks. Good enough not to get caught, at least. Let me guess, you're back to your old tricks, attacking schoolgirls in the middle of the night. Ah, so you know about that, huh? One of the brats put up a fight. Bought enough time for the other one to get away, so I went ahead and called it quits. Sounds like your curse is a real pain to set off. Nah, I had it sorted way beforehand, but she pulled some kind of spirit bullshit on me. I would have gotten that little bitch eventually, I just didn't have the time. You do not say such words about Mio. Way beforehand, huh? It's interesting. If you think puzzling out my curse is gonna help, don't bother. Why not? Because you won't be able to do shit about it either way. I'll let you in on a secret. I could fuck up a good few hundred people right now if I wanted to. Not if you're dead. Shoot him. Shoot him now. A few hundred. Yeah, now you're getting it. I could kill any one of them at any time. Shoot him. Then I guess we've got ourselves a situation. You're telling me your curse can kill people you can't even see? Seems a bit unfair. If you can really do that, why did you even bother showing up in person last night? I wanted to make sure the curse worked. And I figured I'd need to clean up after. Shoot him! Irio, shoot him! Please. You've seriously got your curse locked onto several hundred people? That's one hell of a curse stone you're packing. These things sure ain't made equal. And of course you've got a nasty one, out of all the shitty luck. Heh, I told you I'm told I pulled a good one. Told? By who? Oops, I said too much. I knew it. Someone fed you this info. I don't know what you're talking about. I knew it. Someone... Oh, okay. We're just gonna repeat that. Alright, then what about, black magic? What's it been, Nejima? 20 years since you've been studying black magic? And now you're just giving it all up for Eastern curses? I didn't have you down for a cheater. Hey now, black magic screwed me over first. Can't blame a man for going with the girl who can meet his needs. Screwed you over how? Because your resurrection ritual didn't work? That was a real point of the murders, wasn't it? Must have been rough putting in all that work for no payoff. Imagine my surprise when I finally found out what you were really after. So now you're trying again with the Rite of Resurrection, taking the chance to spit in my eye while you do it. Tell me, Nejima. Who is it that you want to resurrect so damn bad? Who is it you spend 20 years chasing? It's the mother of that baby, ain't it? The one that he murdered? You had a partner. And though you never put a ring on her, the two of you had a kid. But then she died. Maybe she got sick. Maybe she got into an accident. But either way, she left the world. She left you and the kid all alone in the world. Tell me I'm wrong, Nijima. It's her you're trying to bring back, isn't it? I've seen for myself just how many folks are pinning their hopes on this Rite of Resurrection. And I can tell you this, it ain't natural, and it ain't gonna lead to anything good. So, if all you ever needed was someone to help you deal with the pain, then... God, you're so fucking stupid. Huh? Oh man, we were having a moment. Is that really what you think? That's hilarious. You don't know a goddamn thing. What? Damn it, for a second there, I really thought you were gonna talk him down, boss. Listen up, chump. I'll tell you what really happened 20 years ago. What really happened? You got half of it right. I did have a loving girl back once, sweet as could be. She knows what she went by, though I couldn't tell you if that was her real name. Don't know where she came from either. She traveled, I think. Might have been an angel for all I know. She sure seemed like one to me. But then she got sick, and just like that, she was gone. My guess is that it was the pollution, but I never knew for sure. Couldn't afford a decent doctor. My life after that was a living hell. Until I found this grimoire in an old bookstore. Yeah, a grimoire, huh? It told of the resurrection ritual, black magic that could bring Shino back. So I was right. Not exactly, see? Who said the ritual didn't work? You said it yourself, black magic screwed you over. Oh, it screwed me alright. But it worked just fine. What's that supposed to mean? See, the ritual doesn't bring the person back as they were when they died. It's more like reincarnation, rebirth. Rebirth? Wait. Oh no, oh hell no. You mean, that baby? Damn right, the resurrection ritual brought Shino back to me as a fucking baby. What? You've gotta be kidding me. You're telling me that wasn't her kid? That was her? In the flesh? Wait a minute. Didn't we, from the records, didn't they say the police found like a, what was it, like a high schooler or whatever with the baby in their stomach, right? Because they were pregnant. And like, he cut the baby out of the body. So wait, how did that work? So did she die and then immediately get pregnant and then like he cut her out? But the logistics of this are weird. Okay. The hell I am, that little brat was not my Shino. Her mind was gone, she was totally helpless. She didn't even know who I was. She was a baby, sir. She was an infant. I don't even know if she was like... I don't even know how old she was when she was reincarnated this time. Like, did you get a literal infant in your hands and you're like, this isn't my Shino? Her warm arms, her gentle voice, gone, gone, gone. There wasn't a damn thing left of her. What the hell did you expect? She was a baby. That's exactly my face right now. She was a baby. If you'd really cared about her, you would have grown some balls and acted like a father. That's really weird. Fuck that. I snatched sacrifices off the street for her, chopped them to pieces for her, and that's what I get? A screaming little bundle of shit and piss. That wasn't my Shino. Give me back her softness. Give me back her warmth. Give her back to me. Well, at least he's not a pedophile, I guess, right? There's that. So you left the baby to die. I knew you were scum, but you really are the lowest of the low. Oh, I mean, I guess he did murder a bunch of high schoolers. I don't know. He's a weird guy. Look me in the eye and tell me that if your wife turned into a baby, you'd love her just the same. Well, it would be kind of illegal if you did. So I guess it's good that you don't. How could I do that when I couldn't even be sure it was really her? Yeah, I get it. I get that you're a human garbage who doesn't care about anyone but himself. So now you're going after the Rite of Resurrection in hopes that you'll get luckier this time. Luck doesn't come into it. The rite really works. There's proof. And what happens if you get the same result? If your Shino comes back as a baby again? Ugh. Shut up. Don't you put that lie in my head. It'll work this time. It has to. Okay. Well, that's just bizarre. Alright. Yeah, we already read that. Is there anything new in here? Oh, there's Shino. Still single after 30, Fumishika tried performing a black magic ritual to summon a partner. Soon after, he met a woman who called herself Shino. Though her real name remains unknown, Shino had left her hometown in the countryside where she had no family or work to support her, and somehow made it to Tokyo while earning a meager daily wage. When she met Fumishika, she was haggard and on the verge of starvation. Fumishika, who felt a connection with Shino due to the ritual, decided to take her into his home and let her live there. Both of them have lived alone for most of their lives. The two turned out to be a perfect match. Shino gradually recovered, but still was not strong enough to work. Fumishika was by no means a skilled businessman, and their lives were far from financially secure, but Shino, who had experienced wartime Japan, was simply content to have food on the table to eat every day. The two spent their days together, but poor but happy to be by each other's sides. Several years later, Shino's condition took a severe turn for the worse. The local doctor could offer them no help, and without enough money to take Shino to a major hospital, Fumishika resorted to using black magic to heal her. However, it was no use. She passed away at their home. Her final words were, "I'm sorry, I must go first. I'll leave the rest to you." Fumishika plunged into intense despair. He drank and ate everything he could to distract himself, which caused him to rapidly gain weight. After a while, when he was finally able to walk around town once more, he found himself drawn to an antique bookstore, within which he found a grimoire he had never laid his eyes on before. The grimoire contained detailed instructions on how to perform resurrection through black magic. The rite required the dismemberment and sacrifice of a young woman, but this great cost only served to convince Fumishika that this would be the spell that would finally work. He embraced the grimoire and let its depictions of black magic consume his heart more than ever before. Fumishika then found a destitute woman in town who was on the verge of collapse, brought her to the basement of a warehouse and performed ritual sacrifice. However, it had no effect. Thinking that his own hesitation had got in the way, he was swift to perform the ritual again, but it still proved fruitless. He repeated the process 4 times in total. Each time he dismembered the body into small pieces and dumped them into the filthy Sumida River, where they were never found. While cleaning up after his 4th kill, disappointed Fumishika noticed an emaciated baby nearby. Could it have been Shino? Okay, so the Shino wasn't born inside of Shino. Okay, so Shino is from a different woman. Alright. That's still weird, though. Still weird. But then again, how does he know that that's like, well, I guess he doesn't know that that's Shino. It could just be some random baby. Fuck. Alright, so we gonna arrest him now, or are we just gonna talk to him? It doesn't matter. I'm through with black magic. Is that why you gave your grimoire to Y? I figured he could use it. I put a lot of work into getting him to believe that sort of stuff. Nejiman looks nothing at all like I remember him. Did he really starve himself skinny just for this? Is he that hell-bent on revenge? Fine then, keep your mouth shut, but I do know one thing. All that about being able to use your curse during the day, it's bullshit, just a bluff. Oh, is that what you think? Your back's to the wall and you still haven't used your curse. If you really could pull the plug at any time, you would have done it by now. Now that's the Titsumi I know. Fine, I admit it, it's exactly as you said. If I could have used my curse, I would have. So I did. Uh-oh. Huh? There should be a few new corpses around the city right about now. You sure you should be pointing guns at me when people are dying across the city? What? When did you... Hey, Irio! Get someone to check that out. Just don't take your eyes off Nejima. Aye aye, boss. How are we gonna do that? Oh, there's his daughter, the college student girl that wants to bring back The Great Wave guy. Hey, I need someone over here. Yeah, that's right. Get to earning that paycheck. Please, just shoot this guy. If you don't see him soon, there'll be plenty more on the way. However, will you get out of this mess? The longer you keep me here, the more people die. That's blood on your hands. Just shoot him! Shoot him! Please, kill him now. Bullshit, you're bluffing. Think what you think. Oh, think what you like. You'll see soon enough. I can't talk. It's really unfortunate. What are you doing here? Huh? What the? Whoa, back up, back up, back up. The hell is she doing here? Crap, our eyes just met. This is bad, real bad. Why'd you have to pick now of all times? Grr, get out of here, damn it. Book it before he sees you. I need to ask her about the Namagaki shit. Namagaki shit. Boss, what are you doing? Looking all over the place. Focus. Huh. Uh-oh. Damn it. Fuck, he's fast. Ayame, get away! Just, oh my god, these are the most incompetent cops ever. You could have grabbed, you just let him walk right by you? You should have grabbed him. He's not even like running, he's like casually standing there. Well, 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 Ayame Tono. I've been looking for you for a very long time. Huh? What? Dad? Ayame, don't you dare, you bastard. Get away from her. Get over here. Ah! Get off, you're hurting me. Stay right where you are or she dies. With what? Hey, get back here. Make me see you around, dumb fucks. He's right, they are dumb. Whoa. That piece of shit took Ayame hostage and ran off with her. After him, we can't let him get away. You let him get away every single moment of your life, I think. You let him get away from prison, you let him get away when you saw him at the park, you let him get away when he had your daughter. I don't really think you're a great cop. From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect has evaded capture at Komagata Bridge and remains at large. He's currently on the run with one female hostage. I gotta say, boss, you really screwed that one up. Yeah. Yeah, we did. It's my fault. All we can do now is hope he doesn't slip the net. We know his identity now, boss. He can't run forever. Come on, keep your chin up. I'm sure the hostage will be alright. I hope so. I can't believe that was your daughter. How crazy is that? Yeah. We've been trying to get a hold of her since this morning, and she just shows up here, shows up there. Who would have thought? What a twist of fate. Yeah, a bit too twisted of a twist for my liking. I think you need a breather, boss. You're not making sense. Does that mean she was the one in the car with Namagaki? Nah, we don't know that yet. Let's see what she has to say before we jump to any conclusions. You sound tired, boss. That stand-up must have really done the number on you. Come on, let's treat ourselves to some Mitsumami. That'll put a spring in your step. How about you freaking catch the criminal right now? Yeah, that sounds good. Are you really going to go out to dinner? Some sugar might be just what I need to get my brain working. Dude. Whoa, hold on, boss. Sounds like the patrols just got a message. I'll go check it out. They're really about to go do dessert when his daughter's just been kidnapped. Please be good news. Please be good news. It's probably freaking horrible news. Good news, boss. They found Nejima. No shit. What about the hostage? I don't know. They said to come quick. Well, she's dead. Oh my god, they're so bad at being cops. After this, I'm firing them. What the hell? Did she beat the living crap out of him? Good for her. She's doing something right, at least. Seriously? Damn it. Guess we'll find out when we get there. At 4:28 p.m., Fumichika Nejima, also known as Makoto Ashimiya, was discovered in the former Yasuda Gardens, beaten to death. The body suffered 110 distinct instances of blunt force trauma, cases being treated as a homicide. The deceased possessions have not been recovered and appear to have been taken post-mortem. The location of the deceased female's hostage remains unclear. Please continue to pursue her as a person of interest. I mean, even if she did kill him, I think that's pretty much self-defense, right? I don't know. Okay, so... we have a lot of options now. I don't know how to progress in this one. We needed a code to get out of there, but I didn't see any codes. Although... I think we can make that not happen if we just keep our eyes on him this time. If we just keep staring at him. Alrighty then. Huh? Grah! I'll slit your throat, you little shit. What? What? Stay back, I'll shoot! Oh my god. Oh no. He probably just shot someone in the crowd. He probably shot his daughter just then. Wait, stop. Don't actually shoot, you idiot. See you around, dumb fucks. Shit, he jumped. Oh god, he's got the aim of a stormtrooper. Damn it, after him. Don't let him get away. Where did the bullet go? The stray bullet you just fired into a crowd? Oh my god. They suck at being cops. It's really unfortunate. Oops, what did that say? Damn it, after him. Don't let him get away. Suspect evaded officers at Komagata Bridge and fled, and currently remains at large. The time at which he threatened to carry out his attack is approaching. In response, we will call in reinforcements and widen the search perimeter beyond the immediate Sumida River area. You guys suck. Boss! 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 Boss, I'm sorry. It's all my fault. If only I hadn't lost my nerve and opened fire. Enough. I told you already, it's on me. I should have told you to lower your weapon. Thinking that chasing him to the river would corner him, it was also a miscalculation. Sure, it's possible that right now, he's sleeping with the fishes at the bottom of the river. But somehow I doubt things would be that easy. You think he really can kill hundreds of people? Who knows? Him saying he already used his curse turned out to be a bluff. Hard to believe he could kill hundreds at once, even with the curse stone, but... all we can do is pray that he was lying. Interesting. The condition for Nejima's curse stone, the one-sided reed, was only later discovered. Kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, age, occupation, and location are all known by the curse bearer. And so, at sunset that day, out of 632 students enrolled at Komagata High School, 377 who were at home, each had one arm and one leg severed. One by one, in the order they appeared in the school register, they bled to death while screaming in agony. Oh, that's unfortunate. He does happen to have a lot of personal information for a lot of people, doesn't he? In a school. You really shouldn't have been let out of parole, and he really shouldn't have been let to work at a high school considering he killed a bunch of high schoolers. This is just... the police... this whole game, the police is at fault. Idiots. Idiots, all of them. Having no known cause, the atrocity terrified the public, resulting in widespread panic. Before long, fear and speculation plunged society into total chaos, and misinformation about the curses began to spread. A series of unrelated incidents broke out, unleashing pandemonium beyond all control. While it is uncertain whether Fumichika and Nejima intended things to go this far, Tetsumi Tetsumi's daughter Ayame Tono was also killed by Nejima's curse shortly after. And Tetsuya Tetsumi, unable to bear the heavy responsibility or the people's blame, quit the public force and fled from the public eye. At the very least, Nejima's goal of driving Tetsuya Tetsumi to ruin could not have been more thoroughly achieved. Thus, with his rapturous satisfaction, the curtains close on. Ending 2, Nejima's Reminiscence. So I did do the right thing the first time. Interesting. I mean, I guess kind of. I don't know. So... what Nejima went on to use his enormous hoard of soul dregs for remains unclear. But according to later reports, Nejima devoted himself to his master, a woman called Lady Ashino. Do we know her? Is she the soaps person? Ashino. No, we don't know her. Lady Ashino. Is she in the files anywhere? There's too many files. I don't know. Okay. So what do we do? They're stuck outside of the soaps. We should be him maybe? Send them to, which one is it? Where is the soap factory? Do they even have it as an option? Go to Kinshibori? No, that's just a playground. Where can we put them? That makes sense. This isn't it though. Move. Oh, wait, yeah, this is outside the soap factory, Honjo Bridge. Maybe we can connect them with the high schoolers and they can do something? No, this is just the soap factory and there's nothing else here. Let's go... Actually, yeah, let's go back into the closed room. Maybe there's something here we can do that I just don't remember. I need the code for this. Or something. Or a key? I still don't hear anyone out there. No reason to waste my energy banging and yelling. Think a little. Feel a little better now that I remembered who I am. I have to find a way out of here. So dark though, my eyes are adjusting, but I still can't see well. There must be some kind of light around here. Right. Light. There is this thing, but for some reason we don't want to use it. Every time I click on it, she didn't do anything. A switchboard. Looking inside, it seems this room has electricity at least. Does that mean something is using this place for someone? Or someone is using this place for something? Yeah. So there must be a switch around here, right? Bunch of messily stacked cardboard boxes. I took a peek inside, but it was too dark to see much. I'll need more light. I know I need light, but I don't know where a switch is. Oh, that's a pillar. I never knew that. Is it a light bulb? It looks like the light on the ceiling is on. But it's still so dark. Oh, there's dirt all over the bulb. Time for the mop to make another appearance. Oh, is that easy? Oh, well damn. There, it's a little brighter now. I should have an easier time searching now. I just hope I can actually find something. Well, who knew? Who knew that you just had to clean things? I think I already looked at that, yeah? From what I can see, I'm not hurt. I just look like crap. So why was I brought here? I don't know. Oh! There's something on the floor here. Was this here all along? I had no idea. A lantern carved out of wood? It's kinda creepy. Something about this feels different than all the other abandoned junk in here. The beckoning light. What is this? That's that thing we keep seeing everywhere. Such terrible regret. Resentful memories flowing into my mind. The evil ones, curse bearers. Kill them all? Be their bane. You have acquired the power of the curse stone, the beckoning light. You can use it to kill curse bearers using their own curses. Press the use curse button when you wish to kill your target. Weird. So it's like, this one's kind of like, I don't know, like a failsafe curse. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Interesting. While walking along the road near the Honjo, yeah, I already read that. A vague silhouette is framed by silvery moonlight near the bridge. It is a man hunched over near death with regret carved on his face. Visions of the past flash through his mind. Memories of the young couple and their daughter, but he has lost everything. He had repaid the kindness shown to him with evil. Though regret gnaws at him now, it is too late to undo it. His mind turns to the Onmyoji woman. It was all her doing. No, the blame laid with him and his inexperience. He had foolishly involved himself with the forbidden, inviting evil into his life. I should have left the Rite of Resurrection well enough alone. The light of the man's life begins to fade as regret and anger wash over him in turns. If only I had accomplished it in the end. Alas, it's too late for that now. I am prepared for hell. Perhaps in another life I can fulfill my dreams. Even if this body perishes, I can atone for my sins. That's weird. It's like a regret. What's this? Why is this here? I think I already read this. It's fine. Oh, and then I just got more stickers last time. Okay, weird. I remember now. I remember everything. I know I was brought here. That's right, earlier. Flashback, flashback, flashback. I feel sick. Where am I? Oh, I can move. Yes, that is correct. We finally have a confession. Someone's talking? On the phone? Yes, quite stubborn. We had used a maximum dose of truth serum. Truth serum? Did they drug me with something? There's someone behind me. Can I get a look at them? Not really. Ugh, my body won't move. Oh god, hello. It's the soap man. Oh, you're awake. Ugh. Your head must be beginning to clear right about now. You, Takumi? Shit, you tricked me. Such a harsh accusation. It was you who was being uncooperative. What did you do to me? What was that about a truth serum? I assure you, you have nothing to worry about. You are in no danger. That being said, there may be some side effects. Memory loss, brain fog. It was you. You were the one who hurt Hajime. Try all you want, I'm not telling you shit. No matter, I've already everything I need. What? I'm in the middle of a call with the chairwoman. Why don't you have a rest while you wait? Hey, stop! Get away from me! I'm still conscious, if only barely. Concentrate. Focus on Takumi. I need all the information I can glean from his conversation. Focus on Takumi's head to gather information. Stare. That's weird. Correct. She does not seem to... Oops. She does not seem to know where the blank is hidden. Hajime Yoshimi was the same. Yes, it was unexpected, but... No, he really did do something to Hajime. Ugh, damn it, I'm fading. Shake your head to stay awake. Oh my goodness, gameplay. That was close. Aw. I have to keep listening. Stare. From Arashi? Yes, exactly as planned. As for why, I expect, yes, as soon as possible. Yes, the curse will likely tomorrow, according to Arashi. Nope, stay awake. Just a little more. Stay awake, stay awake. Stare. Yes, as long as we keep her in here, the curse will... Yes, she will certainly want to bring back her dead fiancé. Is he talking about me? Whoa, stay awake, woman. We got things to do. Yeah, so I'll be leaving her here. I'll take the telephone with me. Ah, yes, that is in the cabinet. It should pose no problem. Yes, I have to change the lock of the year of the company's founding. Ah, thank you. I can't hold on any longer. Well, thank you. We have all the information we need now. Nice. But I don't know. I feel like this lady probably doesn't probably wouldn't want to bring back Hajime. I feel like she seems rational so far. That's right, I remember now. That man is Takumi Yamioka of Hayahaku Soaps. He showed up at my hair salon about a month ago. He asked me to come try out a new shampoo they've made. We spoke about it again a few weeks later, but... he suddenly started asking me about my fiancé. I remember thinking that was pretty weird. Hayahaku is a huge company, so I tried to be polite and answered all his questions. He wanted to know what kind of family Hajime came from. If there's anything special about them, or if he was the heir to anything. Oh, so he was the heir to the whatever thingy in the jig. You know. The curse of the whatever else. The Simon Tatsumi Tatsumuki Chimibuka, whatever it is. Simon Tsuchimikado. I don't know. I thought it was strange I didn't give him any specifics. And then that night, he never came to the place we agreed to meet, so I went where he said he'd be going, the former Yasuda Gardens. That's where I found his dead body. I was so distraught I just ran away. I didn't want to believe what I was seeing. After that, I decided to put all my hopes into the Rite of Resurrection everyone was talking about. Or maybe she's the heir. I searched desperately for anything I could find about the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Okay, so she's not as rational as I thought. Darn it. And then... Takumi showed up again. He told me that he knew something about how Hajime died. I thought I would just act interested in what he had to say, but I fell for it completely. Next thing I knew, I was locked up in this room. Well, at least I didn't tie you to the chair. Pumped full of drugs and left here on the floor, barely even conscious. I spent the night dreaming of him, praying for a chance at the Rite of Resurrection. Oh, so maybe she triggered it. She probably started it. She's the heir, I see. And at midnight last night, I got the curse of the beckoning light. Maybe? I don't know. I'm all confused. The timeline's weird. Between the drugs and the curse, I passed out. That must be why I lost my memory. But now I remember everything. It was Hayahaku. They went after Hajime. They put me in here. Did I read this? I think... pretty sure I read this. Yeah, I think so. It's fine. I think it just updated that she now has the lantern curse. But why did they have to kill him? Was that Hayahaku's doing too? What could they have wanted with him? I knew his job was dangerous, but why would a company like that go after an officer in the juvenile division? Ah, I get it now. All that shampoo was just to get to Hajime. Hajime. You were always the kind of guy who could shoulder any burden with a smile on your face. What burden were you carrying this time? To be targeted by a company that's more than willing to kidnap and drug people. Was it something you couldn't even tell me? No. Takumi said he had gotten some kind of information out of me using the drug. Could I have been Hajime's secret somewhere? Could I have Hajime's secret somewhere in my memories? If I did, what could have been? Did Hajime tell me something? Ugh, whatever it is, just let me say one thing. Fuck you, Hayahaku. I'm not about to let any of this go the way you want. Yeah, that's right. It's up to me to protect any secret that Hajime was trying to hide. I'll finish whatever it is he didn't get a chance to. After all, it's always been up to me to clean up your messes. It's okay. Whatever you got yourself involved in, I'm sure you had a good reason. We're going to take them for all they got. Just you wait and see. She's like a badass. But there's something in the locker. Alright, it's about time I got out of this dump. It's in here. Right locker? There's nothing inside, but there's a piece of paper stuck to the front. I already used that. What about the left one? A locker with cleaning supplies in it, nothing seems useful. Really? Because I thought there would be something. Or is it in the cabinet? Oh, what's the company's founding? Haku Soaps. 1946. That's a stupid password for this thing. Because that would have been my first guess too. He said he put something in here and locked it. Probably something in, so there's probably something in here. Should I try my luck with the lock? What was it again? It already left my mind. But yeah, I feel like even his birthday would have been a smarter choice than this, because I'm pretty sure they're in the Hayaku Soaps basement, and even if they aren't, then she knows that they're connected to Hayaku Soaps. So it's like, it's a pretty lame password. 1946. Oops. Oh, okay. I thought it was like, alright, you're done. Well, that's so stupid. You might have just made it 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh? But how did the year Hayaku was established suddenly appear in my mind? Magic. I had no idea what it might have been, but did I really get that lucky? Now that I think about it, there's definitely something different in the air here. Is this another side effect of the drug, or something else? Well, it doesn't matter right now. I should see what's in here. What is this thing? Well, I guess I might as well pull it out. Ugh. A fax machine? And looks like some sort of phone, but there's no receiver. It is a fax machine. Oh my god. And there's a fax machine in that lady's house. Oh my god, we're gonna fax something. I've never done this before. This is gonna be fantastic. Oh, I know. This is a fax machine. I've seen some commercials for these on TV. If I remember correctly, it used to send copies of documents to other people who have one. But what an age we live in where we can send letters and things without going through the mailman. This means I can call for help without a telephone. Oh, so this is what people used to use fax machines for. I understand now. I can see how that can be useful. I've never used one before, but if I can connect it to the power in the phone line. Alright, we've got power. Now I just need to figure out who I can send it to. What else do I need? I found a bunch of paper in the cabinet. I'll need a pen to write with. Oh, there's one on the desk. And I'll need a phone number for a fax machine to send this to. What am I gonna do about that? I have an idea. If we don't have it in here, then we can always go back to, Haruhi's house and somehow get the phone thing from there. Is there something in here that I need? A manga magazine called Weekly Shonen Scorpion. I think Hajime used to read this. Even at his age, he liked this series about delinquents. No, not the time to get caught up reminiscing. Alright, let's get to the desk. Typical office desk. There are all kinds of stationery on it. Is there anything that looks usable? There you go. Alright, I've got a pen. It looks a little more like a marker, but okay. Now I can write a message. I'd say that's marker, though I better check if it actually works. Well, you can test it on the paper. Oil-based pen. The pen tip is totally dry. Won't be able to write anything with this. I wonder if I could fix it somehow. Can be fixed with nail polish remover, yeah. Do that. Huh? You can fix this with nail polish remover? What the? Why did that pop in my head all of a sudden? Did I learn that somewhere else? I forget. Well, might as well give it a try. If this is one of Hayaku's warehouses, there just might be some nail polish remover somewhere. There's that chemical, I'm sure that would work. Where's the chemical? Did we have one in my pocket? What about the soap? Soap in a container, judging by its size, probably used for industrial use. What about in the locker? Oh, what about in that box? There's a bunch of boxes over here that I couldn't look in before. What was in these cardboard boxes again? Ah, disposed bottles and soap. Wonder if this could be... There it is, nail polish remover. Yeah, nail polish remover. There's no label, but I'm sure that's what this is. Alright, so if I use this... Oh, do I have to use it? There we go. Nail polish remover, use on pen. Combine! Beautiful. The tip of the pen has been soaked in nail polish remover. I should be able to use the pen now, at least for a while. I'm pretty sure that's a marker. Okay, I have a pen and some paper. Now all I need is a phone number I can send the fax to. Do I know anywhere that has a fax machine? Yes. I think we have to suspend this for now. And then we'll go back to the, Harvey. And get... Where is she? There she is. And get the fax machine from her house. She gave my residence. The reception room. I need this. What's my phone number? Fax machine. It can send images to other places along the telephone network. Fax machine. The number for our home is 63 blah blah blah. Ma'am, is everything okay? That is weird. I'm fine. There's just something I wanted to check. That's so. It is super weird to just start saying your phone number for no reason. I guess she's being influenced by the game. Let's do it. The number is 63 blah blah blah. It happened again. The number for the fax machine just popped into my head. Ooh, it's right behind you. That's spooky. There's no way all this information is coming from my own brain. Does your curse have something to do with it? Could someone be sending me their thoughts? Never mind, I have to focus. Let's get the message sent. Now, I need to tell them where I am. If I tell them everything I know about this place, they might be able to figure out where it is. First, I know I'm in the building owned by Heihaku, factory or warehouse. As for the address, it should be close to Honjo Bridge. That's right, my curse echo is the beckoning light. That means this place must be near the Honjo Bridge. Okay, time to send it. This is interesting. That's so cool. I don't know. It's very weird. I think this is how you do it. I'd be so lost. We'd have to give up the game if I had to operate the fax machine. I don't know how to use it. Alright. If the machine I send it to is connected, it should be sent. Now, I wait. Please, somebody. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, let's get out of here. You have to go back over here. I don't know how this is all gonna come together. I have no idea. How is this gonna help them stop Nejima? I don't know. Maybe we'll all surround him. Or maybe, well, I mean, I think she's probably gonna have to kill Nejima with the curse somehow. The phone is... Be my guest. You won't want to keep them waiting. Thank you. I shouldn't be long. Did we send a fax though? Hello, Shigima residence. Oh, it wasn't the phone. What's wrong? Oh, nothing. It's just the fax machine. I'm still not quite used to it. Oh, the fax machine? Amazing. So this is how they look. This is incredible. Goodbye to snail mail. Am I right? This is the future. Except for nobody used it. I didn't think that it would excite you this so much. I can't speak. Oh, something's coming out of it. Is it finished? I could watch this thing all day. Huh? What is this? It looks like it was written in pen, but... What's it say? What's it say? It says, "Help me, I'm trapped in Heihaku Soap's warehouse or factory near Honjo Bridge." Huh? Heihaku? Why would somebody send me such a message? Am I being pranked? No, this is too fishy to be coincidence. I won't put it past Heihaku to have someone locked up if it's got anything to do with the procuring the right. We should check it out. Hopefully we don't find anything so sinister. Neat. Neat. Very neat. Alright, let's go. Oh, I wonder if we'll meet up with the high schoolers here, because they're also chilling outside Heihaku. But I don't know if they're at, like, this factory, or if there's two factories, one that looks better than this one, or... What? Because the one that they were at, maybe they were in front of it because it looked better condition than this one. After looking around, I determined the abandoned factory is indeed Hayaku's. An abandoned factory near the Honjo Bridge. Everything lines up. So the person who faxed us for help is in there? Let's find out. If there's nothing, we should wrap up fast. But, isn't this place locked? Don't underestimate me, ma'am. I can make short work of a simple little lock like this. Oh my, you truly are something else. Please be careful then. Oh, you're not gonna psh and give us a new thing? I wonder if they sent her... Oh, we probably have to continue it here, right? Maybe a little break-in from the outside? I don't know. Ooh, let's try the door? Will someone come and save me? I don't know. Did it work? Did the fax work? I can only hope the person who gets it will come help me. Okay, maybe we have to actually be the high schoolers, because they're outside the soap factory, so maybe they'll all meet up, Avenger style? Anybody here? Anybody? No? I don't know. If Hayaku was no good, I don't know if we have any other options. What do we do? Suspend. Could we resume this earlier? But why would we do that? Let's just try. Because maybe... no, I don't know. I was thinking maybe if they got hurt earlier, then they might run into them now, but I don't know. It doesn't seem likely. Or was I supposed to wait? Oh, wait, no. I want to go back to the story chart. So they're doing their thing. Something has to happen there. Why don't we try waiting outside the building? Maybe that's what we have to do, yeah? Maybe if we wait, it'll give them enough time to catch up with us? Wait. Sorry, hold on just a minute. No problem, we can take our time. That enough? And then there's speeding cops. It also doesn't give us the chance to suspend here, so I'm thinking this is probably not the answer to our problems. I don't know. I feel like there's something we have to do here. What do we do? Because everything else is grayed out. Is there something I can do in here still? Something that needs to be investigated? Big shelf used in storage spaces. Switchboard. Looking inside, it seems that this room has electricity at least. Does that mean someone is using this place or something? Someone come and save me? I just remembered that I heard the rules for the Rite of Resurrection when I got this curse stone. But killing other people to bring someone back? That's out of the question. Good, she is sensible. Hajime would never accept sacrificing another person to come back himself. None of this was ever an option to begin with. The way we lived. Ever since we were kids, we were always ready to die if that's what it came to. We'd never take our foot off the gas just because we were scared of death. We were never such big fans of living anyways. That's why we were always prepared for it. They're badasses. I used to wonder if we took things a little too lightly. But that's just how much we trusted each other. So I have no use for some shitty right. And that's the truth, Hajime. See, she's got a good head on her shoulders. Did that give enough time for them to come and save us? Though I think there was one part of this room I never searched. Oh, is there? Really? Where? The trash can? Bunch of garbage in the corners. I guess this room isn't used very often, if at all. I can't just wait here for someone to come to my rescue. I need to look for a way out. The vents? Are we venting? I don't think we can. There's no way to get in there. So where didn't I look? What's this? Weekly magazine. It's a fairly recent issue. Cover story is an interview with the chairwoman of Heihaku Soaps. Not interested. Cabinet the fax machine was in. Empty now. Where did I look? The sink? There's a little sink here. It's pretty dirty. Hope I don't have to use it. There's water dripping from the faucet, but the knobs are stuck. Can't move them in either direction. Mirror? I already looked in the mirror a couple of times now. No, Maya, this isn't the time to start feeling sorry for yourself. Just watch. I'm gonna get out of here in no time. This box? Check the boxes again? Where didn't I look? In the drawer? In the desk? What about the drawers? Nothing. No, wait, there's something stuck way in the back. Come on, now is not the time. There's some kind of sticker in here. It looks like a delinquent penguin? What? Wait, is this? This is that thing. Wait, seriously? Are these stickers really important? Are you for real? Oh my god. Hajime, thanks for waiting. You for real? Oh, what's wrong? You're wasting that handsome face of yours looking like that. You think? I think I'm still pretty handsome. Can't argue with that. Are you not meeting with that girl today? Hitomi, I mean. Nah, she's off doing who knows what. That's too bad. I found her a hair catalog I thought would be perfect for her. Seems like you're pretty worried about her. Yeah, she reminds me of myself at that age. Can't help but worry. These are the best people. They're so nice. You think? I'd say she's a little ball of sunshine compared to what you were like. Shut up, I'm talking emotionally. She needs an adult who can understand how she feels. Oh, she's like a kitten. She thinks everyone around her is out to get her, so she bites at them all. You might be right. So tell her I wanted to see her, will you? Sure, I'll do that, but... this other girl I ran into the other day is a tough case. Oh, she must really be something else if you don't know how to deal with her. No, it's not really that kind of thing. Some people just have so much misfortune thrown at them. What do you mean by that? Well, I can't really get into details. She might have a talisman I've been looking for. Said it was a memento from her father. Could we really be related? But it's not like I can just take it from her. What are you mumbling about? Oh, so he's the heir. Who's related to who? Ah, sorry, it's nothing. It's about that thing with your family, isn't it? Is she the one who has a piece of the book that your ancestor left behind? Mayu, how do you know about that? God, I forgot how dense you are sometimes. How long have we been dating now? Besides, you were the one who came crying to me about it when you got wasted that one time. Rambling about how this old book you're supposed to inherit is hidden in these two talismans. And that something was giving you a bad feeling about it and you need to be careful. Oh, right. That's all I know, though. I wasn't planning to try and pry any further. But if it's something important that you need to protect, then what are you waffling about? Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Mayu. I feel better now. Oh, that's right. Did you hear? The mockingbirds were seen in Honjo. Huh? That came out of nowhere. Mocking what now? It's an urban legend about these bird stickers that just show up out of nowhere. I was kind of curious about them, but I never thought they'd be in Honjo. There might be a bunch showing up all over town, so we gotta keep an eye out. You feeling alright? What's gotten into you? What's so special about these birds? Come on, come on. One of them's a penguin in the pompadour. You can't tell me that isn't the greatest thing you've ever seen. Ah, that's so dumb. That's... they're so nice. Oh man. Why'd he have to die? He seems like a good person. That's right, he was trying to protect something left to him. But he is the heir. Okay. Could that be the information that Heihaku wanted? So, what do we do now? Think about it? I think I've done all I can do. All that's left now is to wait. Will someone come and save me? Will they? I don't know, man. Oh, there we go, finally. Well, maybe? Why did nothing happen? What do we do? There's something they have to do, but what is it? What do you have to do? Can we move anywhere? Can we talk about this? In which case, is waiting for a secretary the only thing we can do? I don't know, man. I can't seem to do anything else. Huh? Oh. What is it? That person's coming this way. There we go. Now we're talking. Uh-oh, that's not the one we wanted. What? That tall guy? Do you know him? Yeah, from a little while back. Mr. Yamioka over here. Oh, God. Oh. You're Gamiyota's manager, Mr. Yamioka, right? Yes, good to see you again. Miss Kurusuzu. What a coincidence running into you here. Gamiyota Yamioka? How have things been since we last met? If she just stays with her training, she won't have to rely on cheating people anymore. Yes, she has been keeping at it. Cheating people? Wait, was the chairwoman getting training tips from Mio? Miss Kurusuzu, so glad to see you're doing well. I assure you, we've had no issues you need to concern yourself with. That's suspicious. Okay, what do we do now? You gotta tell me what happened. A case from a while back, a family overseeing a reliquary came to us saying that they were being investigated by someone suspicious. Investigated? A psychic named Sugan Gamiyoto suddenly showed up. She said that she had a premonition that something terrible would happen and had to exorcise the temple immediately. Sounds like a cover for a burglary. After they notified the police, I was dispatched there by Paranormal Affairs. I inspected the place myself, but didn't see anything wrong, so I sent them away. He acted as Gamiyoto's manager during that case. That is pretty suspicious. Apparently she was looking for something there, but I told her that that's no excuse for fraud and sent her off with a scolding. And honestly, Gamiyoto didn't even have much spirit sense to speak of, which soured my mood on the whole thing. Right, so she was one of those types then. Well, she's involved in all kinds of stuff, so she may at least be knowledgeable about paranormal objects. Okay, what do we do? If you have no further business with me, then I'll be on my... Oh, before you go. Gamiyoto seemed to know a lot about paranormal objects. It would be a huge help if we could ask her about something. And what might that be? Is she familiar with the ancient text called the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll? Or anything about the descendants of Onmyoja named Simon Tsuchimikado? I beg your pardon? Miss Kurusuzu, how do you... So you do know about it. I see. If that's what you're after, then that means... Hold it. Don't tell me you're trying to snatch up some innocent innocent schoolgirls this time. Stop right there. Who's this? Huh? Wow. Oh, okay, so they did get her out. Yay! If it isn't Yamioka, what a pleasure to see you here again. What? Mayu Chozawa, what are you doing here? Huh? Chozawa? This investigator here helped me out. He really did a number on me. What do you know? We just happen to have some business with Heihaku ourselves. Why don't you join us? You can do that much for us, can't you? You work for Heihaku after all. Depending on how this conversation goes, I won't have to get the police involved. Huh? You work for Heihaku? What's going on? There's really no way you can refuse though, is there? You two young ladies must be involved as well. Would you care to join us? Oh, sure. We got our circle of badasses here. We're gonna freaking beat the hell out of this chairwoman. And this guy. Quite the view, isn't it? How long can you play dumb with this many people lined up and wanting answers from you? You better just give in and come clean with everything you know. Ugh. Come on, time to start talking. He's having a panic attack? What's with the erg and the noggin? Okay, so how about we all talk? So how you been, lady? Excuse me, are you new to all this too? Oh, I guess I'm kinda just tagging along. Me too. Let's make sure not to get in the way, shall we? Right. Okay, well why don't we talk to you then? I'll cut to the chase then. Are you the ones who killed Hajime Yoshimi? No, we did not. Don't try and play dumb now. If not you, then who? That much I don't know. While it is true that we were after the information he possessed, he was killed by someone else before we could acquire it. Which forced us to target you instead, Miss Chozawa. And that's why you forced me to talk and why I ended up with the curse, huh? Indeed, though I never thought you would escape. Well, it took a couple of miracles, but yeah, I got out. And just what information did Hajime have that you wanted? You really think you can get away without answering now? But... Now then, I've come to hand over the Haunting Clapper's curse stone like I promised. A curse stone? Thank you. I have to admit I'm surprised you are a man of your word. But first I've got some questions about the curse stones you already have. What exactly do you want to know? Earlier you said that Heihaku have collected 6 curse stones already. 6? I'd like to confirm which of the 7 mysteries they correspond to. And why do you need to know that? Because I don't trust, of course. If you've really collected them like you say, you'd have no problem saying which curse stones they are, right? First, the Whispering Canal. Good, good, what else? Mayo Chozawa over there has the Beckoning Light. Yep, you were the one who made sure I got it. What? Unfortunately for you, I don't feel like handing it over. So I don't think it counts as one of yours. Huh. Good to know. Anyway, do continue. Next is the Ever-Burning Lantern, which we gave to Hideki Arashi. So you consider that one of Heihaku's then? Well, whatever. We'll worry about that later. That's 3. What about the others? Well, the others are... the Foot-Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach. That's a lie. What? And lastly, the Fool's Procession, if I recall. So you claim. How about it, mademoiselle? That's wrong. Those 3 are with Inspector Tatsumi. I gave the Fool's Procession to him myself, so I know he's wrong. There you have it. Too bad for you, pal. Ugh. If our agreement was founded on lies, then I have no duty to hand over my curse stone like I'd promised. Ugh. Meaning the only curse stone you have is the Whispering Canal. It inevitably falls that you used it to kill that young man in Kinshibora Park. Such a horrible act, and to your own employee, no less. No, there you are mistaken. To be entirely frank with you, we do not possess a single curse stone. What? We planned to collect soul drakes using any method available to us, of course, as we needed the right. But committing a murder ourselves was too much of a risk. We intended on having others collect the soul dregs for us. Is that so? Therefore, I myself have no soul dregs in my possession. It was our plan to arrange for particularly greedy individuals to receive the curses. What? It is possible that Shogo Okai came to possess the Whispering Canal because of that. But by the time I became aware of this, he was already dead. I don't believe you. Are you really trying to talk your way out of this now? Or do you really want me to believe that Heihaku employee was cursed by complete coincidence? That is the truth, whether you believe me or not. It must have been someone else entirely who took Shogo Okai's stone and killed him. I have no idea whatsoever whose hand the Whispering Canal is in now, nor where it may be. Oh, could it really be? Then it wasn't Heihaku who put the idea in Fumichika Nejima's head to get the curse stone either? Nejima? The only ones we've negotiated with are Awai and Arashi. Interesting. Excuse me, but does this mean you don't know the location of the remaining curse stones either? There's one that hasn't been mentioned. What about the Taiko Sugaru? Oh, good question, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'm afraid we have no information on that regard either. Have you heard enough about the cursed stones? I have nothing else to tell you. What about Mia? What do you got to say? Excuse me, I had no idea that Gamyoto was connected with Heihaku. So I'd just like to ask, was it Miss Yamamori from Heihaku who obtained the Record of Fates and passed it on to Arashi? No, that was not the case. Oh, my mistake. Was it Suden Gamyoto's doing then? No, it was not. We first learned of the Record of Fates from Mr. Arashi. It was then that Miss Yamamori gained an interest and extended the contract to compensate him in return for his research and findings. Then who was it that activated the Feast of Shadows to call forth the curse of the Seven Mysteries? I gave you my word that we had no part in that. We had learned from Arashi beforehand that something would happen at midnight last night, that is all. Hey, there's no way that's true. Stop lying. I must ask that you please refrain from violence. Hold on, Yako, it's alright. The minute I learned that Gamyoto was none other than the queen of Heihaku herself, I felt that was the case. She doesn't have strong enough spirit sense for it. Oh, gotcha. While it's somewhat shameful, if you require proof, then so be it. What, so that talk about supernatural powers was just hot air? I don't think she has zero spirit sense, but even Yako here has more than her. I do? Also, the spirit power lingering in this park has been bothering me for quite some time. The person who died here must have had a considerably powerful spirit sense. If they were a Heihaku employee, then maybe they should have been the one running things. My, to think Shogo Okai was so talented. At any rate, Heihaku wasn't the mastermind behind exposing the Record of Fates to the world and initiating the Feast of Shadows. I think we can be sure about that. Alright. Now what? Talk. Oh, I guess they all have to still talk. Oops. Alright, we'll continue with Mio and then go back to the others. And you know about the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll too, don't you? If you were researching the Rite of Resurrection and the Record of Fates, then you must have looked into the Yin Scroll as well. That's right, the Record of Fates alone wasn't enough to learn how to collect soul dregs. I'm sure you looked into many things on your own, but how much do you actually know? Who and where Simon Tsuchimikado's descendants are? Were you able to find any sort of information about Gamyoto's connections? I can't reveal that. Then would you prefer exposed to the public how Gamyoto was a fraud with almost zero spirit sense? Ugh. Fine, I understand. From the results of our independent research, I found that Simon Tsuchimikado's descendant was Hajime Yoshimi. What? So that's why you were after Hajime. However, Hajime Yoshimi was only carrying a fragment of the whole. A fragment? That's right, he did say something about a fragment of an old manuscript. Location of the Yin Scroll was hidden. The information was split into two and hidden in a pair of talismans, which were then passed down from generation to generation. Talismans? I see. Hajime Yoshimi was supposed to have one. but it was almost certainly stolen when he was killed. It's possible that he knew the location of the others as well. So that's why you questioned me about the things he'd inherited. The girl Hajime had been helping recently must have had it then. Oh, Michio's talisman. Yes. Michio Shirashi was also likely a descendant of Simon Tsuchimikado. What? The talisman she carried as a keepsake from her father. We searched for it based on Miss Chozawa's memories. However, Michio Shirashi was already dead. Yes, by coincidence she happened to be closely connected to Mr. Owai, so we began their investigations there. But he was already dead too, leaving you in a quandary. I see. Mio, if we can get both of the talismans... Yep, we'll know the location of the record of the Fate Sien scroll. Wow, sometimes the answer is right under your nose. Sometimes those answers are the hardest to find. Oh, she still has more? Yako, let's keep quiet about the location of the talismans for now, okay? Ah, right, no need for Yamioka to know. That was a close one, I almost let it slip. Where is it? Do we know? I don't remember talking about it. Right, let's finish his questions. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator? What is it, mademoiselle? Would you be willing to give up the curse stone you have? Ah, yes, you have a point. They're too dangerous to carelessly walk around with in one's pocket. However, sorry to disappoint you, that's not possible at the moment. And why is that? Ah, you don't know, do you? Then I'll tell you both. You and our friend from Haihaku over there. I doubt any of you have attempted it yet, but it seems that curse stones cannot be given to normal people. Huh? What? I actually tested with the madam here earlier. Even if you give the curse stone to someone else, the curse bearer doesn't change, and the stone eventually makes its way back to the bearer. It's almost obvious when you think about it, seeing as how curse stones appeared to the curse bearers of their own accord to begin with. But Inspector Tatsumi has collected curse stones from the other curse bearers. Then Inspector Tatsumi must be a curse bearer himself. Ah. So, what you're saying, the curse stones can only be transferred between curse bearers? And obtaining a curse stone alone doesn't make someone a curse bearer, so they can't use its curse? Exactly. They aren't quite as dangerous as you think. As for Haihaku's intention of just collecting curse stones for themselves, unfortunately for them, it was never going to work, unless there's a curse bearer among them. That damn Arashi, how could he have not known this? That must be why I couldn't sense Yako's curse stone. I returned it right away when I borrowed it from her earlier. That's precisely how it works, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'll give mine directly to Inspector Tatsumi later. If you know Inspector Tatsumi, then I think that's the best. Thank you. So so I feel like that means with Yoko and Shogo. Doesn't that mean like I don't know. Well, actually I don't know, because like if a soul bearer dies, does that mean that the stone can then transfer to someone else? Because if it can't, then that means that Yoko must have been the curse bearer before Shogo even saw that stone, right? Because if normal people can't, like, take them, then she wouldn't have been able to take the curse stone if Shogo had it. I don't know. We haven't really found out what happens when a curse bearer dies yet, though, so I don't know how the curse stone would transfer between people enough, you know? Okay, I think that's about all we have to ask him. Oh, that was her. Well, I'll let you off today since you weren't, since you went along with our questions nicely. A pleasure working with you. We're done here. Are we done? But the information you have. The hell are you whining about? I said we're done, so scram! Ugh. Wait, no. What's wrong with more information? Bring him back. That's all our business as well, so I shall be bidding you all farewell. Yes, right. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator. Please don't forget about that curse stone. Don't you fret. I'll hand it over to Inspector Tatsumi like I promised. I'm glad I didn't end up having to give it to Yamaoka. Let's take our leave, madam. With this, we'll be freed from that troublesome curse ourselves. Weird. That lady and the investigator. We should keep an eye on them. Agreed. Really? Why? I think they're up to something. Just my intuition, but still. Yeah, I wonder what the investigator really wanted out of all this. If his goal was getting information about the curse stones, then this might be bad. Oh, right. I got one of those curse stones too, the beckoning light. Oh, right. If you wouldn't mind, would you give it to Inspector Tsumi without issue? Or without using it? Yeah, sure. If you introduce me to the cop, that is. I feel like if I kept carrying it around with me, I'd start to get some weird ideas too. I just remembered. Mayu, I have something important to tell you. Whoa, what's all the yelling all of a sudden? You know a girl named Hitomi Akuda, don't you? Really? Hitomi has Hajime's talisman? Yes, he entrusted it to her in a panic just before his death. He sensed an imminent crisis closing in on him, but Hitomi was the only one around that he could ask for help. That's so. I'm sorry she got left with such a big responsibility. That must mean that Hajime got killed by someone who was after the talisman. But since he gave it to someone else, they couldn't steal it like they wanted. I'll have to thank Hitomi for that. I also think it's going to be hard for us to get her to give up the talisman. Yeah, you may be right. It was Hajime's dying request to her. So you two need the talisman for something? Yeah. Personally I'd like to use the talisman as bait. Then I could get my hands on the bastard that killed Hajime. Please, I promise we'll uncover the mastermind behind all this. They probably have supernatural abilities at their disposal. Please, leave them to us. Yeah, we'll catch them, don't you worry. Well, look at it. Well, look at that. You've got that look in your eyes. The look that young people get that says they'll get something done no matter what it takes. How am I supposed to say no to that? You go find them and give them what they deserve for what they did to my Hajime, you hear? Well, we will. I'm pretty mad at them myself. If punches don't work on them, I'll give them a good one. Now that I can get behind. I'll leave it to you two. Now then, your next move should be to find Hitomi and get that talisman. Though, isn't there one more talisman that you need? Right, but we've got a pretty good idea of where the one Michio had is. We'll have to check with Inspector Tatsumi about that. We should go back to school and call him. You got it. Well, okay, I'll head to the high school now and wait for you there. Perfect. Where's Michio's? I can't remember. Is it in her grave or something? Oh. Oh boy. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. Okay, my voice is really tired, but here's the thing. I really don't want to have to make another episode of this, so we are going to be finishing this game in this one. So what do we do? Let's prepare for battle? I guess? I feel like we gotta be approaching the end, right? Please. Komagata High School. I think we're in the investigators' timeline now, or are we still in the kids? I don't know, I didn't really look at it too closely. Mr. Tatsumi, this is Mayu Chizawa. Oh, so you're the one. The Sumida police was looking for you. Glad to see you're alright. Sorry, I should have told someone I was okay. I was just so pissed off. Falling right into Hayaku's hands, I got myself into some deep shit. Hayaku seems like they were still up to something. We'll have to make sure they clean up their act at once and for all. Get it? 'Cause they sell soap? Ugh. We are leaving the world in the hands of these two. Nice one, boss. You're really on the top of your game today. Stop trying to make me feel better. I shouldn't have said anything. More importantly, Mayu, thank you for your cooperation with Yoshimi. We'll get to the bottom of it, I promise. Oh, you must be the Detective Irio. I heard a lot about you from Hajime. I'll be counting on you. Catch whoever did this, no matter what. Okay. Okay, so we're still in Yako's, because I think I'm in Yako's body right now. Oh, Mr. Tatsumi. I received a message from Paranormal Affairs earlier. It wasn't from Nakagoshi, but I had someone look into something for me. So even the desk jockeys are lending a hand. Brings a tear to your eye. So what'd they say? Right, about the Onmyoji woman who was in the Edo at the time of the Honjo incident. She was a person of great beauty and discerning taste, but also shamelessly did whatever she wanted. It seemed to match the person seen in the resentful memory for the foot-washing mansion. Huh, so she must be the one who fought with Simon over the right. And they found that her name was Ashino. Ashino, huh? What else? That's all. So, did Nejima bring Ashino back to life? Wait, I can't remember what he said. Because he said something about worshipping Lady Ashino, right? That's not much help. Oh, but apparently she was quite the powerful Onmyoji. And she died bearing a similarly powerful resentment. It's possible that she became a vengeful spirit with connection to the Seven Mysteries. A vengeful spirit. If any descendants of Ashino or people otherwise closely aligned with her live today, there's a possibility that the spirit awakened and possessed them. Yeah, you mentioned before that spirits can possess people who are already closely in sync with them. Though this of course doesn't mean the spirit houses her complete personality. Her resentment and her spirit power, those are the strongest parts of her that would have the strongest influence. Since Simon's descendants are still around and present, it wouldn't be surprising if Shino's were too. They might just be desk jockeys, but they wouldn't give us this info if it was only speculation. They must have found some amount of evidence looking into abnormal phenomena or things like that. Oh, the Feast of Shadows. There it is, abnormal phenomenon. Mio, what do you mean? The person who had initiated the curse at this time, who we've been calling the Mastermind, they might be possessed by the vengeful spirit of the Onmyoji named Ashino, the enemy of Simon. Do we have any idea who they could be or where to find them? Like, if you looked at them, Mio, would you be able to tell right away? It's like how I didn't realize that Michio had fused with your consciousness, Yako. Common spirits will leak spirit energy left and right, so I noticed them just by looking carefully. But when spirits of higher caliber fuse with someone's consciousness, detecting them isn't so simple. Oh. I'm sorry, my skills still need a lot of work, and I didn't have anything else to offer. Mio, that's not true at all. You're fine. We'll make this work somehow or other. I mean, I feel like most of this game's revelations have been because of Mio. I feel like she's the only real detective in this whole thing. Because the cops aren't doing shit. Thanks. So... who... Wait, so is Ashihino... Is she taking over, like, Nejima, or is she taking over maybe the college student girl? I don't know. Basically, I believe the mastermind behind everything is a woman possessed by the powerful spirit of the Onmyoji Ashino. So, maybe this the policeman's daughter? Right? I see. Is this mastermind also the one who killed Hajime trying to get the record of Fate's Yen scroll? Yes, I think it's very likely. So that's how it is, huh? Then I want you to catch them no matter what. Oh, Mayu, did you meet with Hitomi? Yeah, I met her at the spot where I was told. She was acting tough, but I think the incident with Hajime has her really shaken up. I briefly explained our situation and had her give Hajime's talisman to me. Here, this is what you were looking for, right? Yes, I believe that's it. Thank you so much. Mr. Tatsumi, about this. Right, you should hold on to it, Mio. Not like we could use it as is. Try to figure out what we'll need to do once we get both halves together. Understood. I'll see what I can do. Do you know where the other talisman is? Yes, probably. This is Hajime's last job. Finish it for him, okay? We will. I guess this is the end of his family line too, huh? All the people who inherited that talisman before him are already gone. Ah, I heard you had a cursed stone too. Yeah, I should give it to you then, right? Those things are really a pain in the ass. I'll gladly hand it over to you before it starts giving me any crazy ideas. So this is the beckoning light, huh? Alright, safe and sound with me. Sorry you won't be able to bring him back. Don't worry about it. He and I are always prepared for the worst anyway. What the? What's wrong? Damn. The trigger for the beckoning light's curse is some serious shit. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I said it to give me some weird ideas. See what I mean now? How's it work? I'll leave you a note you can read later. We have more important things to worry about now. Right. Mr. Tatsumi. Does that make it 5 curse stones that you've gathered now? Should be. I want to get the other 4 under wraps as soon as we can. Let's see, I have no idea about the Whispering Canal. Someone made off with the one-sided reed which Nejima had. Yeah, damn shame. After that, we don't know about the Taiko Tsugaru either, do we? So, we can assume the curse bearers are still prowling around out there with those ones. What a headache. Hopefully we can find them soon. Come to think of it, did old man Ashimiya end up getting away? Ugh, so word's already out, huh? He was cornered, but it managed to take a hostage and escape, is what I heard on the radio. What happened after that? So, that's all they're reporting. Here's what really happened. He was killed? And the hostage was Tatsumi's daughter, whose whereabouts are still unknown? Yep, his daughter showing up was a huge surprise. Even Boss couldn't believe it. Damn it, the hell do you expect? No one could have seen that coming. So, there's already an emergency search underway for her as a key witness and suspect. I'll be rejoining the search for her after we're done here. Key witness and suspect. But wasn't she a hostage? Could she have killed Nejima and fled the scene? Well, it's just a possibility. If we're talking possibilities, might as well tell them everything. It's very likely that Nejima was killed by a curse stone. What? By a curse bearer? Oh, it's already evening, so the effect of the Feast of Shadows would be starting to return. Yeah, which means it's likely that the curse was used to kill him. Boss, you're repeating yourself. Try to calm down for a sec. But that would mean... the inspector's daughter is probably a curse bearer, right? Did you say something? Maybe I'm losing my hearing in my old age. Boss, you can hear just fine. Don't play the old man card every time you want to get out of something. We even talked about how she might have the Taiko Tsugaru if that's the case. Did we? My memory's a little hazy. You've got a soft spot for your daughter, don't you, Inspector? It just hits a little too close to home right now. Literally. But either way, we have to find her as soon as possible. That's why we'll be joining the search as soon as we're done here. One more thing, there's a very good chance that his daughter has Michio Shirashi's talisman. All the more reason for you to get back to that search. Best of luck. What the hell has she gotten herself into? Now, is that everything we need to chat about? If you don't need anything else, we'll be going back to the search. There actually is one thing. Oh, what's that? Just completely hypothetically. Hypothetically, what if the inspector's daughter was the mastermind? I mean, she's a woman. Seems like she was after the talismans. Sorry, I don't really understand what you mean. Boss, come on, we gotta look at the facts. But that would mean Inspector Tatsumi would also have to be one of Ashina's descendants. Oh, right. You're just a normal person, right, Inspector? Unless that's why you're so resistant to the paranormal. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't believe I've ever heard anything about being related to some Onmyoji. Oh. But... well, if you put it like that... her being the mastermind... it's possible. Really? I say possible, but I mean unlikely, is what I want to think. Damn it. I don't even want to imagine it. Boss, if we're going to consider it, we have to do it properly. No dragging your heels about it. No, it's not that. There's something I never told her, never wanted to tell her. The truth is, she's not my real daughter. What? 20 years ago. Well, it's a long story. But we took her in when she was just a baby. Is this Nejima's baby? Or like, you know, that lady that got reincarnated? Did they take that baby? Do you know anything about her birth parents? You could say I do, guess, but really I don't know anything. What's that supposed to mean? I don't get it. Irio. You heard what I said, didn't you? Just now? About 20 years ago... Oh boy. No, boss, that can't be. Nejima's... That's right. When we arrested Fumichika Nejima, there was a baby at his house on the brink of death. That was my daughter, Ayame Tatsumi. She goes by Ayame Tono now. What? Someone had to take care of her, a baby who holds no blame for the circumstances she came from. But, boss! According to Nejima, that baby... It's his former lover reincarnated using black magic. That is a really weird sentence. What? Personally, I think the story is bullshit. According to Nejima. My goodness. It's hard to believe that Nejima's behavior... It's hard to believe from Nejima's behavior, but could it really be true? This is turning into an entire soap opera. I've got a few doubts. We have to question whether the Shino woman ever really existed in the first place. There were no records of her and no body was found. Her name never came up once during the investigation. But if this woman really existed, I'm skeptical that someone could be reincarnated as a baby through black magic. I agree. No matter how you look at it, a spell with that effect is hard to believe. Even the supernatural has rules that must be followed. Seems more likely he deluded himself, not wanting to recognize that a spell he risked his life on failed to work. That's my thinking too. The more natural conclusion is that the baby is his and Shino's, and that she died in childbirth. As long as we don't know Shino's origins, we have to consider the possibility that she could be a descendant of Ashino. Huh, if nothing else, their names are pretty similar. That's exactly what I was just thinking. Okay, assuming all that is true for a moment. Ayame getting taken away by Nejima and then killing him. That would mean that she killed her own father. Calm down, that is all still conjecture. But now that Nejima is dead, we have no means to investigate. So regardless of everything, there's only one thing that matters. She's my daughter. As her parent, I'm responsible for her. Nothing can change that. I understand. Alright, we should get back to the search. We'll find her and clear up all of this. Yes, sir. The talisman you young ladies are looking for has something to do with this as well. I'd appreciate it if you could help us. If anything happens, please call the police. We will. I'm worried about Hitomi, so I'm going to head to where she is. I'll be waiting to hear some good news from you all. Weird. I don't know. Okay. I think we're gotta be approaching the end, right? So, it wasn't some random baby, it was actually Shina's baby? I'm so confused of where this baby came from. Like, was it in Ashino or was it in somebody else? I don't know. We received an update on the hostage situation. The 56-year-old male suspect who has announced his intent to commit mass murder in Sumida City today had taken a woman hostage and gone on the run, but was found by the police in the park at Sumida after 4 p.m. and confirmed dead. The weapon the suspect was said to possess was nowhere to be found on the site, and its whereabouts are currently unknown. Furthermore, the female hostage was not present, and the search for her continues. Interesting. If it's being reported on the news, then that lends credence to her story. Any stickers? We already have that one. Oh well. Anyways, I should ask her about her side of the story. Oh god, you're right here. Hi. Well, it's just like I said, right? The female hostage mentioned on the news just now. That must have been you. Which means you killed Nejima with your own curse stone? Well, you said you'd give me refuge, so I came to take you up on the offer. What are you planning? Me? Well, obviously. I'm on to my last resort. What are you doing? You're a curse bearer? So you're a curse bearer with a curse stone too, right? Are you surprised? Yes, I have a curse stone of my own. It's the Taiko Sugaru. Then why go after other people's curse stones? Because killing people's bad, you know? Like, don't you think so too? I don't really know what this lady thinks. But, I mean, I think so. I don't know if we're answering as a lady or us right now, so let's just say I think so. You're right, it's wrong to kill people for the sake of resurrection. Right? And it's not even for one, it's so hardly a fair exchange. Either way, that's why I wanted to only use soul dregs gathered by others. But that didn't work out in the end. No one had the backbone to use their curse, the world's gone soft. No one mercilessly using their curse in pursuit of their own goals. I had to take matters in my own hands. I heard that Namagaki, the young man that you were with, used his curse stone too. Huh? How do you know that? He ain't creepy much? Are you stalking me? I may have heard it from a detective I know. There it is. Cops. Betcha know a bunch. I know your type. People who just boast because they know a couple of cops. But the police is filled with nothing but scum. My, you seem to hold quite a grudge against the force. Speaking of which, this guy's really creeping me out. What's the deal with him anyway? You can explain? Even the way he moves is all weird and exaggerated. Right, I haven't introduced myself yet. No thank you. She's so rude. She's crazy and she's rude. So what were we talking about again? Oh right, Yutaro Namagaki. He's no good, honestly. He was such a wuss. I had to spur him on so many times for him to even use his curse, and even then he was pissing his pants. And just when I was to take my eyes off him, he hands over his curse stone to someone. Honestly, he's such a disappointment. So that's what happened. Which is why I figured I had to do it myself if I wanted it done right, you know? That's what my last resort is, collecting soul dregs on my own. So who are you gonna kill? Let me introduce myself. It's hard to talk to strangers. Is it? Are you okay? Are you okay with telling me who you are? Well, I won't stop you. Do as you please. Well, this seems like a very stupid thing to do. Well, I am Haruhi, especially because she doesn't like cops. I'm Haruhi Shigema, and this is my house. My father and husband were both with the police. Is that so? Then you know that cops are just the worst people, right? Well, there are certainly many who are cold, especially with their own family. In a police family, one is always expected to just grin and bear it no matter what happens. God, I know, right? What a relief. You understand. I think we might get along. Oh? Well, I'm glad then. And I'm Richter Kai, private investigator. Ugh, did I ask? But, you're an investigator? So your job is to sneak around and follow people to pry into their secrets, right? Oh, is that why you keep probing me with all these questions? Ew. Guess there's not much I can do to change that terrible impression you've got of me. Hey, lady, why are you working with this dude? I asked him to look into something for me. Really? It's just that he keeps looking this way. Okay. Isn't your father a police officer as well? That man is not my father. Not in name or deed. Sounds like there's some bad blood there. I've already legally cut all ties. He even had the nerve to act all high and mighty today and still refused to help me. You met him today? Yes, today. Remember that Chief Tatsumi who was chasing Nejima? Well, that's him, my dad. What? You're his daughter? Former daughter. I've cut ties. He's never acted like a father, so he doesn't deserve the title. You know, I heard something about that Nejima guy. Apparently he wouldn't get his revenge on Chief Inspector Tsumi for his arrest by going after his daughter. Wait, really? And I heard the police have been searching for you non-stop to take you into protective custody. So that explains why the police were staking out your place too. Man, how could I have known that? They came in such intimidating numbers. Wait, huh? Hold on a minute. Doesn't that mean that Nejima was specifically after my life today? Sounds about right. It's a good thing you got out unscathed, or rather managed to turn the tables on him. Oh, that means, like, legally speaking, it was self-defense. But that truly was quite frightening. I think I'd have to go through this just for being related to a cop. It's a disgrace. It truly is, to cause their own child such trouble. I'm sorry. It's okay. You're not the one that needs to apologize, lady. I'm sorry. It just reminded me of what happened to my son. Your son? What happened? My child was also kidnapped and murdered in order to enact revenge against the police, you see. What? How awful. That's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Now that you say it, I do remember hearing about an incident like that last year. That must have been your son, huh? My condolences. Now that I think about it, although we've met a few times, I didn't even know your name. I guess we're not, like, acquaintances now. So when you were taken hostage by Nejima, you used a curse stone in the gardens and swiftly made your getaway? Well, yeah. I didn't really have much time to think about it. At the time, I only thought about how to get out of there. Then, what about now? Could you use it again? Your curse stone? Well, the curse stone doesn't respond during the day, but it's evening now. So I've tried using the curse just now, and yep, it seems I activated it. What? You're using it right now? It might still be a little weak. I guess it's not supposed to be used repeatedly. But I think I could get it to work once more. Oh, that's so. She's gonna kill us. Sure is. So I'll give you your final warning. It's already started, so be careful, And there it is. It started? What started? The curse, of course. All that's left is for the conditions to be fulfilled. Huh? Uh-oh. What do we do? She activated her curse? The curse stones can be used already? I let my guard down. I didn't think it could be used this early in the evening. Ma'am, please calm down. What should I do? Should I keep her talking? Oh god. Oh dear god. Do you have a light on you? Do you have a light on you? No. Instead of talking about that, how about we talk about why you're so shaken? As I thought, you have a curse stone too. You're a curse bearer, aren't you, lady? Nope. Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. Oh, so it activates through lying? Huh? Ma'am, did she fulfill the conditions? She sure did. Okay, it's time for a beatdown. Geez, why'd you have to try and hide it now of all times? I wouldn't have come if you weren't a curse bearer. What? Wait, what? So... That's really weird. Ah, stop! Too bad. She's already dead. This is horrific. I'll be taking her curse stone. Whoa, huh? All the haunting clappers needed was a source of fire? That was a close one. Oh, now then. What will you do, Mr. Investigator? Ugh. You're not a curse bearer, so I don't have any reason to kill you. But I won't show you mercy if you're going to try and capture me. So what'll it be? I still don't know how her curse works. It's too risky to make a move. Your employer's already dead anyway, so there's no reason for you to go out of your way to arrest me, right? I could still do my duty as a citizen and report you, you know? Oh, what a surprise. This is when you decide to suddenly choose the Rite of Righteousness? She was after the same thing, you know. There's no clean hands when it comes to soul dregs. Ugh. Well, it looks like you don't have anything to say about that. I'll be taking my leave then. Bye-bye. So, her curse activates through lying? But that's the Evergreen Beach. Upon killing Haru Ishigama, a fellow curse bearer, Ayame Tona obtained more than enough soul dregs for the Rite of Resurrection. However, it turned out that resurrecting someone who died a long time ago required an even larger amount. Oh, she wants to bring back Ashino, or is she really trying to bring out Hokusai? To fulfill her heart's deepest desires, she'd need to harvest more. So, she waited for the sun to set for when the Feast of Shadows effects were at its peak. And she used the one-sided reed curse stone that she had stolen from Fumachika Nejima. With it, she proceeded to kill all those whose personal information she knew, starting with those who mattered least to her. About the one-sided reed. Kills by dismemberment, ones whose face, address, name, occupation, and location were all known by the curse bearer. Many of them were random men, gullible and disposable, drawn in by the lure of a female university student. One noteworthy victim among those was Tetsuya Tatsumi, who, being a curse bearer himself, was promptly targeted for his soul dregs. Tatsumi's death threw the investigation efforts into disarray, allowing Ayame to avoid capture. Afterwards, she acquired various address registers and phone books and systematically killed the people listed in them. Unsuspecting victims could be safe at home, only to suddenly have their limbs severed. The strange death shook society to its core. I find it really weird that two curse stones would have the same trigger. All things must come to an end, and so in time the killing stopped. Sometime after the killings, a modern-day genius female ukiyo-e artist burst onto the art scene. She introduced herself as the mysterious mad paintress, and her fame grew quickly as she presented one incredible work after another. Praised as a modern reincarnation of Katsushika Hokusai, she quickly made her own mark on history. So she was successful. But this is weird. But also, another thing to note is that she has a lighter on her because she says that was close, right? So doesn't that mean that we could kill her? Let's try that. Let's do it here, actually. Was the Taiko Tsugaru? No, okay. Back to story chart. I wanna, maybe actually let's start, before that. Can I use my items? No, I cannot. Okay. So we do have to do it from that point. Alright. What are your stone's conditions? Let's say yes and see what happens. Yes, I am. I'm sure you've already noticed. Well, yeah, around last night, it was a little too obvious. Judging by your address, I'm guessing you've got the haunting clappers. Yes, that's right. There's a lot of soul dregs on the table for killing a curse bearer, you know. I'm well aware. Do you get the soul dregs when you killed Nejima? Of course, this curse stone already contains some soul dregs as well. I think killing one more curse bearer will be enough for the rite. You can combine soul dregs across several stones? Correct, all it needs is the prerequisite amount. As long as you've got that, it doesn't seem to matter where you got them from. I see. Then, you won't mind if I took them, right? My lady. You're quite motivated, aren't you? Ma'am. He is in the room with some dangerous ladies right now. Richter, run. Tobacco. Oh, we're still trying to get her to light herself on fire. Or we're trying to light her on fire still. What do we say, though? I wonder if we can just do all of them? Let's try her father, though? I don't know. Your father, the chief inspector. I met him not too long ago. Oh, really? He came off a little stiff and awkward. Huh, there's a surprise. There was something charming about his seriousness, and he seemed like he cared a lot about his daughter. Ugh, please cut it out. It's gross. You don't know anything about us. Outsiders shouldn't butt into another family's affairs. Though he may as well be a stranger to me right now. Even if you cut legal ties, you're still related by blood. Well, not quite. Huh? We're not related at all. Huh? He probably thought that I never noticed it, but it wasn't hard me to figure out that I wasn't related to them by blood. So you were adopted. Well, I got curious, so I looked into it, and it was all pretty straightforward. I was a baby when they took me in, and all they did was raise me. Huh. My mother first got pregnant shortly after she married. But it was a stillbirth. The whole affair left a deep wound on her heart. My father couldn't bear to see it. So it was for her sake that he did it. I was a substitute, a replacement for the child she lost. He decided that all by himself. He didn't discuss it? Maybe he was trying to be thoughtful? So any baby would have been fine, as long as it could have comforted the woman who hoped to become a mother. Putting it in such a way. It's not easy to raise a child. My mother was bewildered. Wouldn't you be, after being told to raise a baby that wasn't your own? But you couldn't just abandon the baby either. Yet my father just left everything to my mother and never lent a hand. He's so damn selfish. The two of them grew apart. I watched them try and figure out how to understand each other, and the sight of it disgusted me. It was a messed up family, I tell you. Well, I guess my presence was to blame for the rift to begin with. You shouldn't say that. I know he's bad at expressing himself, and he has his work, but still, that shouldn't be an excuse. But knowing all that, I couldn't take it anymore. It just made me want to hurry up and leave home and live on my own. I still rely on him for tuition and allowance, but that much is normal for most kids, right? I don't want him to start acting like he's my father now just because he's doing the minimum. I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like it was tough for all of you. I'm sorry, you're right. It's not my place to talk about your family. Ah, well, I might have said too much. To think I spilled all that when I don't even know what the conditions are. Could it be that we were talking about Could it be what we were talking about had something to do with the activation conditions for the haunting clappers? Who knows, I mean, it doesn't seem like Tetsuya was a great father. He did kind of dump, what, I forget why his reasoning for, like, leaving his family behind, but he did kind of suck at being a dad. I don't want to talk about tobacco yet, because as soon as I do that, I think this lady's gonna kill her, and like, cause you know how the game, it lets me kill people, but it also lets them kill people, and I'm feeling like this lady's a bit murderous, so let's skip that one for now and talk about Nejima. How did you kill Fumichika Nejima? I'm not telling you. I only ask because it does concern me. He was one of the reasons my child was kidnapped. That's not much to say. There's not much to say. We talked and he cleared the conditions for my stone. Did he show any signs of remorse over his past crimes? It didn't feel like he did, no. You know, I wonder if she's the one that's possessed by Ashino, you know? Like, maybe this lady's just a red herring. Because she did bring back Hokusai and not Ashino, like I thought was gonna happen. So maybe it's this lady, but she wants to bring back her son, so I don't know. I don't know. I see. The world is full of trash men, I tell you. That's... I agree. I mean, she's super scary. I like how she looked directly at Richter when she said that. In a way, I guess you could say you put a stop to Nejima's mass murder schemes. About that? There's no guarantee that I won't do it myself. Huh? I picked up his curse stone of the one-sided reed. It really is something else. Unfortunately, I can't use this curse stone that's not mine until it's late at night. Really? Are you okay with telling me that? Ah, how silly of me. I let that slip. What is it you wish, Ayame? Is it really to resurrect Katsushika Hokusai? Yes, there's no life that holds more value than his. Including my own. You're saying that you'd be willing to die if it meant bringing Hokusai back to life? Not all life is equal. At least, not to me. A life that can birth art with the power to move hearts is infinitely more worthy. Compared to that, the life of someone like me, someone that can't produce a thing, has no value. That's unhinged. I'm still young, it's the age for wild thoughts. But, aren't you the same as me? What? You've got a life more important than your own. A life you consider more important than the lives of many others? That's why you're doing it all for, isn't it? You're right. If I can save my son, I couldn't care less about my life or the lives of others. Who's unhinged now? These two are dangerous together. I'm a mother. It is what it is. Dang, the feeling of proper parent or something else. But if that's your wish, then what do you plan on doing if you don't get your wish? Oh, I haven't thought of it. I might just keep trying to bring Hokusai back some other way. You really are obsessed. You and Heihaku chairwoman might be cut from the same cloth. Who's that? She's like an all-powerful vortex of obsession turned into yokai-level proportions. So you're saying I'll end up like her? Are you looking forward to such a future? I'd rather not have to wait till I'm old and creaking. I want it to happen now. I'll put my life on the line for Hokusai. Listen, Ayame. I have something to ask you. No, the answer is no. The curse stone in your possession, I'm not giving it up. You're right. We're both made of stronger stuff than that. You're not giving it up. And neither am I. You know full well, right? Then there's no room left for negotiation here. You're right, there's not. Okay, so I guess now I have to talk about the tobacco. I'm just gonna save, just in case, if this goes wrong somehow. Do you smoke? Huh? Well, a little. Feel free to smoke if you want to, please. I'm okay, I don't see any ashtrays out on display either. Does no one smoke in this family? A little rare, isn't it? Nobody in the family does. Then why did you ask me if I did all of a sudden? Well... Then there's no room left for negotiation here. You're right, there's not. Wait, oh, do I have to really kill her? I mean, I guess she is gonna murder everybody if I don't, right? Is there another way? Is there another way? I don't think there is. I'm pretty sure this has to happen. Okay. But I don't want to do it. Can't she do it? I don't want to kill anybody. Oh, great. I mean, I guess I already have done it, so... Here we go. Ah. Did you try and use your curse just now? Did it not work? It seems I didn't meet your curse's conditions. Uh-oh. I wonder if it was smart to secretly toss the lighter I was carrying earlier. Uh-oh. When did... You made a mistake when you were trying to ask me about smoking? Is a source of fire the condition for your stone? Then you won't see me falling for it now. You wasted your chance with all this chatter. All you need to do is activate your curse first. I brought everything Nejima had on them, including the lighter he was holding. Oh, she probably tossed it when I asked. But it's over now. Yes, I concede. What do we do? Alrighty. With your cards on the table, you're out of options. It might be possible for Mr. Investigator there to pin me down by force. But he's not going to do that, is he? Correct. I won't be taking that risk. Not while your curse's conditions are unknown. Coward. I came to kill you and acquire your soul dregs, but after hearing you out, I got a question for you. Why don't you just give up on the Rite of Resurrection? Huh? You said it was your son, right? The one you want to bring back? But haven't you done enough? I'm sure your son is content knowing you cared for him this much. I'm truly willing to die to resurrect Hokusai, but you can't say the same, right? Huh? If you're willing to bring your son back, you have to be alive as well, right? In fact, what you really want is for both of you to live, right? Yes. Well, even if you both live to see it, your son would grow up knowing you for who you are, someone who stole the lives of others to bring him back. You won't be putting the burden of shouldering all the lives sacrificed for him on his little shoulders. Are you really okay with that? If you didn't even think about that, then what you're doing is not for your son. It's for yourself. Aren't you just bringing him back to fulfill your own desires? That's not... Ma'am. What she's saying may be harsh, but holds a kernel of truth. Don't reduce yourself to nothing but a mother who would sacrifice anything for her son. But that's not... Don't lie, she'll kill you. We'll discover the truth behind this kidnapping. Next, you should take some time to come to understand your own feelings. I hope you every step of the way. Getting to the heart of things is what an investigator does. What will you do? Ma'am? If you relinquish the curse stone to Curse Bearer, you will no longer be a curse bearer. You won't be a target anymore. Ayame is giving you a chance. Think hard and then give your answer. Ooh, oh god, what do we do? Cause she's crazy, she'll kill her. I don't know. I don't really want to let Ayame walk out of here alive because she's really evil. She's very evil. I don't know about giving her the curse stone. I mean, I guess we can always find out what happens if we do the other thing, so let's just see what happens if we give up the curse stone. Very well. Here. Thanks, glad you could see reason. Ma'am, you've made the right choice. I don't know if we did. Dang, you really didn't collect any soul dregs, huh? I promised myself that if I ever used it, it would only be once. But in the end, it didn't come down to numbers. So, they only need to be carrying a flame? That seems pretty practical. Well, I'll be taking my leave then. There's no point in going after you for the soul dreg, so I'm off to the next curse bearer. Do you know who remains? You speak as if you've already figured it out. I've got a pretty good idea from our talk. What will you do? Do you plan to stop me? It's not my place to intervene. Alright then. Man, the cops really are useless in this whole thing, aren't they? Hey lady, can I borrow your phone? I don't mind. But who are you calling? The cops. I think it'd be faster if I called them directly. Oh, she's trying to kill her dad. I mean, I guess he does have a lot of the thingamajigs, so I guess that would be the easiest way to do it. I just want to do something real quick. Do from the beginning. We'll just kill her now. If possible. Can I kill her so soon? Oh, maybe I have to do it. Hold on. Maybe I have to do it here. Can I do it now? Oh, so it does work. Ma'am, please, think this through. Ooh. Oh god, that's awful. Wow. Oh, that's real bad. That's awful. Ma'am, why? Ma'am, what are you thinking, ma'am? It was the only way. I mean... Richter? Could we... settle any outstanding tabs now? This is just casually happening. Yeah, sure. Ooh. Well, that settles that. Some days later. Amamori, you got a moment? Of course. What is it, Mr. Richter? Who's Amamori? I was just curious. Have you heard of the legend of the mother who prayed to the Smata River and resurrected her dead child? What are you on about? The mother searched so desperately for her abducted child that she lost her mind. Her son was found dead in Smata River, so she then built a mound and continued to pray there until her son somehow emerged from the mound back from the dead, or so the legend goes. I heard it's being adapted into a no play too. Interesting, and? Well, just had me thinking that legends really do exist. Sorry to ask again, but... what are you on about? Who's Amamori? Who the hell is that? Do we have an Amamori in our files? I don't think so. Never mind, it is what it is. Welcome to my office. It might be small and dirty, but welcome. Come on, Ernestine, say hello. That's it, good girl. You got a bird? Oh, that boy over there? That must be... Hey kid, I'm a private investigator. I worked with your mother not too long ago. What's that? You want me to be an investigator when you grow up too? You want to be. That's great. It's so much better than becoming a police officer. Hey, Amamori. Don't you tell the kid to give up on his dreams. I think it's a great idea. Why don't you go bring us all some tea instead? Ahem, pardon me. Let's start over. What brings you to my humble office today? Well, I guess that's a happy ending for them, right? But that's not the good ending, I don't think. So I guess we'll have to keep going. Who's Amamori? Do I have one? No, just some random person. Maybe his partner. Alright, let's... Oh, are we finally at the end? Okay. So... Alright, so we're sticking with the one where we just gave up the cursed stone, obviously. Which means we have to be concerned about having a lighter. I wonder if the cops smoke. That would be real bad. He should toss it right now if he does. It's a matter river. But I'm glad that the investigator still gets a good end regardless of whatever happens. Hey. How long has it been since we saw each other? 3 years? How have you been? I think the last time was when you came to see me after deciding to go to university. That wasn't because I wanted to see you. I just need money to pay my tuition. Huh, not one to mince words, eh? You came alone, right? Yeah, it's just me. Make it sound like I'm handing over ransom money for hostages. I just don't want to get caught, okay? Yep, we're alone. Don't mind them. It's just shrubbery. Never thought I'd see the day you called the police. There's something I needed to see you about. Well, alright then. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's go through things one by one. It's okay to turn my back on you, right? Just in case. Any stickers around? No. Only stickers come to me when they're least expected. Sun is starting to dip into the horizon. This long day is about to end. Oh my god, I forgot this has only been 1 day. Or has it been 2? I don't know. We don't have to worry about Nejima's threat anymore, but I sure didn't expect this to happen. Oh boy. What do we start with? I guess her curse stone, might as well do it in order. So you have a curse stone, don't you? I do. You wouldn't happen to feel like handing it over, would you? The police will handle any damages the curse caused. Now, before you do any more wrong with it, I'm not giving it up. Of course not. Me being a curse bearer, are you after my life? That's exactly what I'm here for. I didn't come to chat. We can talk all you want, but as soon as the conditions for my curse is met, I'll use it, no hesitation. Oh boy, so don't lie and don't carry a lighter. I hope I don't have one on hand. Or, do you have more than one? How many curse stones do you have? 3, not that it matters. 3, huh? Really? What does she have? Or is she lying? But we have the curse stone to kill people that are lying. I'm so confused. I'm not handing them over. Okay, let's talk about something else then. Why are you willing to go so far as the Rite of Resurrection? What do you want with it? Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. You just call it stupid and dismiss the idea completely. Well, it is stupid. Come on, I wouldn't do that. I would. Maybe together we can think of a way for you to get what you want without resurrection. I want to bring Katsushika Hokusai back to life. Hokusai? What? Hokusai the ukiyo-e artist? That Hokusai? You want to bring him back to life. That'd be quite the feat, huh? That's... you... I heard you liked his art, but why would you do something so stupid? See? Gah! The only time I ever felt there was a place I belonged was when I was immersed in the dreamlike world of ukiyo-e. Though I'm sure you've never noticed. Really, I had no idea. It saved me. Hokusai is the reason I'm still alive today. I didn't know you felt so hopeless. You'd only realize it now, but it's too late. Feeling sorry won't do either of us any good. She crazy. She's just a crazy fangirl. That's all this is. Don't be a crazy fangirl. From the moment I heard about the Rite of Resurrection, I knew that was my destiny. If this is all I ever accomplish, I'll die happy. You really are serious about this. Then I'll put this bluntly. Did you kill Nejima? I mean, it was self-defense, right? And if I did, Would you hide me from the police? I mean, it was self-defense. I mean, I feel like that case was pretty justified. Well, I don't know if I... That's what I thought. Your job is the only thing you really care about. Yes, I did it. You. I mean, is it really a problem? He's evil. I don't think he ever even knew I was a curse bearer. He brought me to those gardens, and I realized while he was talking to me that he fulfilled the conditions of my curse, so I just gave it a shot. I didn't think it would actually activate. So there's no going back now. That's not true. You can still make things right before you make them worse. Then let me say it another way. This is my chance and I won't throw it away. Your chance? Did Nejima say anything to you? He said a lot of bad things about you, that's for sure. Yeah, not surprised there. So I said a lot of bad things about you back. I didn't want to be outdone. Harsh. In that sense, I felt just a little like he was my kindred spirit. No. Kindred spirit? What are you talking about? He's a dangerous criminal. But I'm a murderer now too, aren't I? Maybe we're not so different. I mean, she is his daughter. It makes sense for them to be similar, right? No, you're different. Am I? Well, maybe not that different. At least you're honest. Oh, it's a good thing he was honest, or else she would have killed him right then and there. I know I haven't been the best father, but I wonder, of all the fathers in the world, are there any who wouldn't cover for their child if they've committed a crime? How should I know? You're the detective here. You've seen plenty of cases like that. Yeah, plenty of parents take their fall for their children, or give them a place to hide. As a person, it's wrong, but maybe as a parent, it's the right thing to do? I don't know. But I think having a father like that would make it easier to go to him for advice if I did do something wrong. Maybe the sense of security in knowing that no matter what happened, you'd have at least one person on your side. I see, so that's what it would take to be on your side. I can't do that. That's okay, I wasn't really expecting you to. Man, he really is. Oy vey, just, well, I guess don't lie to her in distance and she'll kill you. So no- oh wait, I already read that. Not really, no. Oh, maybe not? Well, I guess that ended that anyways. Can I ask you one thing? Do you know anything about the talisman Michio Shirashi had? Michio Shirashi? From the car crash you were in with that Namagaki guy. Oh, with Yutaro? Yeah, it was there. Yutaro? That sounds like... So you and him were... I mean... no, not really. He's kind of a boring guy. What? You're serious? But he said... I forgot they were in the bushes. You're getting off track, Mr. Tatsumi. The talisman! Get back to the talisman! We should have relied on him for this. Well, if you don't plan on seeing him again, it doesn't matter. But with the hit-and-run case on top of everything, you're really in deep. Is that really what you wanted to talk about? Yeah, I mean, no. Tell me about the talisman. Did you take it from the scene? You mean this? That's it. I picked it up at the scene of the crash, but I didn't leave fingerprints behind. I didn't want to leave fingerprints behind. That's all? There's really no other reason? What's the big deal? Is it really that special, this whole thing? Yeah, it's important. Would you mind giving it to me? She's probably gonna chuck it in the river. Important? For what? For putting a stop to the curses of the 7 mysteries. Oh. So that means if I give you this talisman, I won't be able to use the rite? Then no way, I'm definitely keeping it. Ugh, screwed up that one. He is the worst cop. Oh my god, he's so freaking stupid, it's amazing. Mr. Tatsumi, you really can't do any better than that. Come on, the talisman. Oh man, we should have just let Mio handle this. Oh boy. Will you give me the talisman? What? No way, I can't lose the right. She's freaking so stupid. I'm sorry I couldn't save you from Nejima. Are you hurt? And there it is. That's so like you. What? You're only mentioning that now? Shouldn't that have been the first thing you asked me? Well, I was just... You're not worried about me. All you care about is yourself. Yeah, you're right. I've been selfish, I know. Oh, come on, Mr. Tatsumi. You can do better than that. You really screwed up there, huh? I wonder if I have to actually ask these in a certain order. Oh well. We'll find out later, I guess. I'm fine. I managed to get away somehow or other. Right, I'm glad. How is she? Yasuko, I mean. Mom? I haven't kept in touch with her. I've been on my own this whole time. I'm sure you've reached out to her though, haven't you? I did call her this morning, actually, just to make sure she was safe. She's been running all around the place looking for you. Sounds like she's fine to me. Did you contact her after I called the police to tell her that you've heard from me? I did not. Man, we're just flopping all around. We're failing as a father and failing as a policeman. Well, I've heard you're into the nightlife and staying out late these days. Didn't want her to worry more than she already was. You're one to talk. I think I let you talk enough. Mind letting me have a turn? By all means. You're hiding something. You're hiding something from me, aren't you? I am. Well, sure. You can't live as long as I have without having a secret or two. Of course you try to dodge the question. Now then. Let me tell you how my curse stone, the Taiko Sugaru, works. What? My curse bludgeons to death anyone I find out is hiding something from me. Oh. So if you try to cover something up that I know is true, I'll be able to use my curse on you. With that in mind, can I ask you one more thing? I get it, why you wanted to see me. Then let me tell you one thing first. The dueling of truths. The Evergreen Beach has a similar condition. I can use my curse on anyone who tells me a lie. What? How is that fair? And you'd use that curse on me? As an officer of the law, it is inexcusable, but as a parent with a duty to his child, I have no other choice. Are you threatening me? Do you really think that's enough to convince me to do what you say? I don't want to use it either, but for your sake, I suggest to try not to lie. Go ahead then. If I lie, then so be it. Okay, I'm gonna ask... If you try to hide it now, you really will die. Am I? Am I your real daughter? I'm just a baby you picked up to replace your stillborn, aren't I? And you could never bring yourself to tell me who my real parents were, so you just kept hiding it. Well, I mean, there's a lot of questions right in there. Still too much of a coward to tell me, huh? You don't like the truth, so you won't admit it. That my real parent is the man I was just with. Ayame! Is that all you have to say? Then I only have one answer for you. You are, honestly and truly, our daughter. Nothing more, nothing less. Even now, you're still trying to hide it. Why, are you really that stupid? Gah! Oh, God. Boss! Boss! Why? Is your pride worth dying for? What the hell? I'm... Oh my god. What? I should have known. Why? Why go this far to hide it? Ayame, listen. Huh? You're... how? Ayame. Be proud, no matter what happens. You are our precious daughter. How is he still alive? No way, how are you still alive? I don't know what the piece of shit Nejima filled your head with. But you're not Shino. And you're not Ashino either. You are our daughter, Ayame Tatsumi. Ah, right. I guess it's Tono now. Well, that's fine too. Tatsumu, Tono, both will always be a part of who you are. What? Why are you doing this? That's not true. The curse proves that it's not. Sure, you probably don't have many memories of us playing together. And I did leave behind everything at home to your mom, and I was barely ever there for you. Even so, when I was working, no matter how grisly a crime scene I was at, all I ever wanted was for you to grow up to be happy. That's it. Why are you saying all this now? So do one last thing for me. I want you to tell me the truth too. And if you lie to me now, I'm taking you with me. Stop, I can't. The mastermind behind all this, the one who awakened the curses of 7 mysteries in order to use the rite. Wasn't you, was it? No, I wouldn't even know how to do it. And picking up Michio Shirashi's talisman was just a coincidence, right? Huh? Yeah, I already told you that. Ah, good. Hearing that, I can rest easy. You're nothing like Nejima. You can stand on your own 2 legs. You can keep living without escaping into fantasy. You can hate me. You can dream all the crazy dreams you want. Just don't ever stop trying to do good. You're a victim of your curse too. It's too late to atone for the hit and run for using the curse. Don't run away. You can still make things right. I know you can, because you're my daughter. And after that, just live the best life that you can. Dad! Ah, you killed him. Why are you sad about it? Boss! Boss! Oh, this is awkward. Coming out of the bushes. Oh. I'm sorry, I'm not that sad about it. He was really stupid. That day at 6:18 p.m., Ayame Tono was taken into custody. Tatsumi's death was confirmed at the same time. The 5 curse stones possessed by Tatsumi, as well as the 3 given up by Ayame, lost their curse bearers. This temporarily extinguished their spirit power, allowing Miyokuro Suzu to obtain them and seal them away without difficulty. The Yin talisman possessed by Ayame Tono was recovered and entrusted in Miyokuro Suzu as well. Thus, any massacre that could have potentially been caused by this iteration of curses was prevented before it could even happen. So wait, who did it? Or so it seemed. Oh. Oh boy. What? Oh. The deep sound of the drums once more reverberates through the night air. How long has it been since we started hearing them every day? Could it be coming from the daimyo's residence? I've heard that they have a drum in their fire watchtower. Oh wait, I already read that, didn't I? Isn't that old man Kanzo the uki-e painter? He lived nearby, but he had been down and out for years despite his best efforts to sell his works. Every now and then his granddaughter would visit, and he would teach her how to paint. It was the old man's only pleasure. One day his granddaughter told him about her dreams, Curse's soul's resurrection. Hearing her tale, the old man was gripped by a sudden zeal and began to paint with great fervor. His work became famous, enchanting all those who viewed the strange imagery. Even the daimyo had taken notice. What could have possibly happened? People whispered amongst each other. It almost looked like he had been beaten with like a drum. Weird. Okoma was a lonely woman. She was spirited, worked hard, and lived a frugal yet pleasant life until her husband hanged himself. My husband, the swindler? Who would have believed such a thing? Okoma was determined to clear her husband's name. That is when she met Tomozo, a man that was stranger to these parts. That man must have been one of Daimo's spies. It appears that after my husband, I will be next. So be it. But what was he hunting for? Okama putting on the airs of a woman mourning her husband, went to the bridge nightly to seek information from Tomozo. She soon discovered that she was right and that her husband had been deceived. Okama decided to bring her newfound knowledge to the daimyo, much to Tomozo's alarm. Angered at having been misled, he confronted her on the bridge, but Okama would not listen. She cursed him and called him vile names, and eventually his patience had worn thin. Blood splattered everywhere, and by the time he returned to his senses, it was already too late. He looked over the bridge into the river blood below and saw the corpses of a woman missing both her arm and leg. It's interesting that she got, the Taiku when this guy was also an Ikkyo painter or whatever. Huh. So what's going on? June, Irio. Did he do this? Why are we alone? Did Mio do this? Sorry for keeping you out so late, Mio. I can't take my mind off the curse bearer who was never found. Oh, it's not a problem for me. I usually work at night anyway. Did you see Yako home safely? Yep, we sent her home in a patrol car earlier. Apparently she put up quite a fuss, saying she wanted to see things through to the end. Thank you. The Feast of Shadows is starting to take effect, so it would have been dangerous. Did Irio do this? Oh, there's a bird. Adorable. Nothing else around. Right? 8 PM. With no one around, this place is as silent as a grave. No one wants to go out at night in these parts after everything's that happened over the past 2 days. This is weird. I don't like this. I can't get my mind off the remaining curse stone, the Whispering Canal, and who the Mastermind is. Is Mio the Mastermind? But we have to deal with that thing before I can worry about any of that. How's it going with the 2 talisman? Have you figured out the location of the Record of Fate Scene scroll? I have, more or less. When I combined the contents of the 2 talisman, they formed a seal which could be undone. The things inside the talisman that looked like scraps of wood were actually a tiny scroll kept folded up by the seal. Who would have thought that the talismans actually contained the scroll itself? So that's the Yin scroll then. What's it say? Well, there's one more seal that we have to undo to open the scroll. It's giving me some trouble, so I was actually hoping you could help me out. Oh, okay. Unlocking the soul. Got it. Sure thing. I don't know what I'll be able to do, but let me at it. Wow, I didn't expect you to be so eager to help. It's oddly reassuring. Okay, let's see. There are 5 seals holding this scroll shut. I think we have to remove them in the correct order. Each seal has a different design. A carp, a light, a beech leaf, a taiko drum, and a reed. Remove the 5 seals in the right order, okay. But if we get it wrong, is it just going to, you know, go boom? No, we'll just have to try again. I tested it once already. Oh, so you've already tried it yourself? So brave. I think it's devised so the seal can only be undone if the curses for the rite have already been unleashed. I think there's a hint to opening it hidden in something related to the curses. Just let me know when you're ready. What? We have to do them order? Have already been unleashed. What? Ah, whatever, let's just give it a try. I don't understand. Consult first. It won't explode or anything, so we might as well give it a try. I see, okay. Well, let's give it a shot. Remove the 5 seals in the correct order. I don't know. Carp seal. What was that one? Maybe this one first? The Whispering Canal? Carp seal? Then what? No. Would it be the fire? No. Maybe the foot washing mansion? I'm like trying to think of the order that people have died in this game. Let's try the foot washing mansion? Or not. What's the light seal? Oh, that's the lantern. What's the beech leaf? That's this, right? I don't know if we actually ever used it. I have no idea. Tycho? Then maybe the reed? Beech leaf? And then the light? I don't think that was right. Nope, no good. Do you recognize any of the things on these seals? They look sort of familiar. Maybe there's something in our files. I see, okay. Yeah, I know. I think it's devised so the seal can only be undone if the curses for the rite have already been unleashed. So... I just still don't understand what we're supposed to do. That's the lantern. Right? One side to read. Sandals, they didn't appear. Drums. Evergreen Beach. Did we ever use that? I think those are clappers. Right? Yeah, they're clappers. Oh no, that's the light. And that was never used. I don't know. Still think it's the carp first. And then... the reed? The beach. Did I do this exact same order the last time? I can't remember. That ain't it though. Oh, the steels look like some of the curse stone designs. That must mean there's some order of the 7 Mysteries of Honjo that corresponds to them. I see, okay. Is there like a thing, like, were they used in a certain way, or... Maybe I have to do in this order? So... What's the Whispering Canal? That's the fish. So it'd be the fish... The Fool's Procession. We don't have that as an option. The fish, the light, the beach, the Tycho. Wait. No. What are my options? We're doing the Whispering Light first, then it's gotta be the light, then the beach, then the Tycho. And then the one-sided reed. Okay, we'll try that. The carp. The light. Oh no, this is just chronological. That's not gonna be right. I don't think that was right. Nope, no good. Any other hints? The seal was applied during the Edo period, so it probably has to do with the events that took place around then. Oh, okay. Edo period. Would it be in here? The Honjo instant? Okay, so here's the order I think it went in. See, like, each of the stones has this, like, little extra story that goes in there, so after reading them, I think the read is first, because, this is, Okuma and Tomozo, or whatever, before, I guess, the rite started, and then it talks about, Tomozo having fallen for some kind of, Daimo's words or whatever, or something, or Tomozo met a stranger or whatever, and then the wife dies, and then after that is the Whispering Canal, because in this one, it's Toki, and it says that both of her parents died, and so with the read it says that like the husband went missing and then the mother was like torn apart with her arms and legs. So yes, the read's first and then the kid is left alone, which is why I think this one's next. And then I think it's the Taiko. Why do I think that? Oh, Old Man Kanzo is visited by his granddaughter who tells her about dreams of curses, souls, and resurrection. So maybe that was next, or I don't know, maybe. So like maybe the granddaughter is the kid that was left behind and now she's like sharing her like, I don't know, her dreams or whatever with the old man. Because then I think Old Man Kanzo kind of goes crazy, and so then you get the Beckoning Light number 4. Wait, yeah? Yeah. Maybe? I don't know. This is somebody, and they're regretting what they've done. I just put that here because somebody's regretting going and doing the Rite of Resurrection. I don't know how it connects to the other ones. This might not be the 4th one. But then after that, you have the Evergreen Beach. Because at this point, they find the guy that was regretting things in the last one in the Beckoning Light. And they find his body. So that one's gotta be last, I guess? I don't know. Sorry, that was a terrible explanation, but I'm also not entirely sure. So let's try the reed, the carp, the Taiko, the light, and the beech leaf. I don't think that was right, damn it. Nope, no good. Well, do you have any more hints? Because I'm really stupid. I'll look up the resentful memories of for the mysteries that correspond to the 5 seals. These are fragments of the dying moments of those who became curse echoes. Reading closely, doesn't feel like there's a connection between them. I see, okay. Yeah, but I'm kind of stupid, so I'm not sure what order that connection goes in, but I'll try again. Okay, so here's the order. Okay, so the Taiko of Sugaro is first, because this is the first death. And this guy was an Ikkyo painter, and then it was the Evergreen Beech Leaf, because this guy died second, and he was like also an Ikkyo guy, and I guess, I don't know, somehow it's related. The old craftsman was found in miserable state. So yeah, I think this is Old Man Kanzo still from the Taiko. I think that's who they're talking about. Yeah, Old Man Kanzo, the Ikkyo painter, and then the beech leaf is talking about an Ikkyo painter dying. Right, and then they're in the in the Taiko they're talking about being concerned about the Daimyo finding out or something. So then I think the Whispering Canal happens next. Or wait, no? Is it Whispering Canal? No, it's the reed. Sorry, it's the reed. Because this talks about Okuma, who thought her husband was being deceived or something by Daimyo spies. So I guess she was married to the Old Man Kanzo, and so then she dies. And then we have to go to the Whispering Canal, which is where Old Man Kanzo and her, and the wife, and like, this is their daughter, and she's like, both of my parents disappeared, right? So then that's where she comes in next, and then after that is the light, because that's the last one I have left. And I don't really know why. I mean, okay, so memories of a young couple and their daughter, and they lost everything, so I'm guessing this is the last regret one. So I think this is the last one, and then like he says I shouldn't have done the Rite of Resurrection, so it's gotta be that, right? It's gotta be this order, right? So let's try this. I'm sorry my explanation kind of sucked, but I'm also a little confused. So Taiko, the beech leaf, the reed, the carp, and the light. Please? Yes! Wow, you got it right. It's open. It took 5 tries, but you did it. Please don't talk about it. I just need some time to get warmed up, that's all. Now we can finally read what's written inside. Let's see. Oh boy. Okay, this is a new part. The text has been preserved in the form of 2 talismans held by Hajime Yoshimi and Michio Shirashi. It contains the full account of the Honjo incident, and the following is written in Simon's hand. I bequeath this scroll to the future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from a grievous incident. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is, my curse echo. My body, that is, a living continuation of my bloodline. My spirit, that is, my own consciousness. What? Okay. I see. What does it say? First, a detailed account of the tragedy surrounding the Rite of Resurrection that occurred in... Oh wait, did I miss that? Oh, I did miss that. Oopsies. This is a story that takes place in the late Edo period. There was once a family that lived in the row house on Honjo. The family consisted of a Netsuki craftsman named Jinkichi and his wife Koma, and their daughter Toki. They enjoyed a poor but happy existence. One day they took in a man by the name of who claimed to be... Oh, they left it out. Who claimed to be a shomoji. He was on the run, having barely escaped with his life from something or another, and wound up in Honjo. The tough circumstances had left him sick and destitute. Jinkichi felt sorry for the man and decided to shelter him. The stranger was deeply grateful for the kindness and care of Jinkichi's family, as without it he would have surely died, and told them thusly on the day of his departure, "I want to give you my thanks, but unfortunately I have nothing of value." He paused and asked, "Is there anyone you want to bring back to life?" It turned out that the man's true name was Tsuchi Mikado Simon, a descendant of the renowned Omnioji, and he had been researching the fabled Rite of Resurrection. For his crime and unearthing this forbidden rite, he was chased out by his family. But he wrote down everything about the spell in the book he named the Record of Fates while on the run. Whoever sought to perform the rite would need to kill people and gather their soul dregs. Simon had only researched the rite out of the spirit of inquiry, but thought himself willing to use the rite if it was for the sake of Jinkichi's family. However, Jinkichi shook his head. Sacrificing someone was unthinkable. "We didn't help you because we wanted something in return, so you owe us nothing," he said. Declining the unbelievable offer, Simon bowed his head in gratitude and countless of times at the words and left their house. In the same area there lived an ukiyo artist named Old Man Kanzo. His art didn't sell much, but he often looked after Toki while Jinkichi and Koma were out working. Young Toki heard Simon's tale of the Rite of Resurrection, but being too young to comprehend it, regaled it as Old Man Kanzo as a story of fiction. Old Man Kanzo, inspired by the story, filled with renewed vigor, put his heart and soul into his next painting. The piece, centered around the theme of resurrection, became an instant hit in town. Jinkichi, being a shrewd businessman, saw an opportunity and jumped on the bandwagon. Jinkichi, being a shrewd businessman, saw an opportunity and jumped on the bandwagon by carving Netsuki connected to Old Man Kanzo ukiyo-e. He made up stories about his Netsuki, telling the people that their blessings were connected to the resurrection, and his business rapidly flourished. That man unknowingly left us a wonderful gift, thought Jinkichi and his family, but they were unaware of the tragedy that would soon unfold. Before long, word of Old Man Kanzo's wonderful ukiyo reached the ears of local daimyo, and he was summoned to the Lord's residence. But what awaited him was not praise, but cruel torture at the hands of Ashino, a female onmyoji who was in pursuit of Simon. It was her who pressured Simon into researching the Rite of Resurrection, which she secretly planned to use to preserve her beauty for all eternity. Ashina took advantage of the fact that Daimo's heart was weak and frail in following the loss of his family, and manipulated him into capturing Old Man Kanzo, the source of the recent rumors about resurrection. "Tell me where you heard of the Rite of Resurrection," Ashino demanded as the brutal beatings continued. It was said that the eerie sound of the beatings rang out like the beating of a taiko drum night after night, reaching even the watchtower of the Sugaro residence. In the end, Ashina's cruel torture secured her the information on Jinkichi's family and the existence of the Records of Fates. The daimyo sent his chief retainer to bring in Jinkichi, and the torture resumed afresh with a new captive. This time she intended to obtain the whereabouts of Simon and location of the Record of Fates. Jinkichi didn't know where Simon went, but even if he did, he had no intention of telling that, and stubbornly kept his mouth shut. The torture was pushed too far, and Jinkichi was unintentionally killed before he spoke a word. The daimyo had Jinkichi's corpse hanged from a beech tree and declared that, unable to bear the guilt of the crime of deceiving the masses with false rumors of a resurrection, Jinkichi had committed suicide. This too was all part of Ashina's plan to send a message to the common folk, especially the increasing number of those who sought out the Rite for themselves. News of what happened to Jinkichi spread and people lost interest in the Rite, wondering if the stories of resurrection were all but a lie, but rumors about the daimo's word was perhaps not all that truthful spread quickly when a dancer claimed to have witnessed the chief retainer's cold-blooded handiwork firsthand, and the Honjo fell into unrest once more. The chief retainer arrested the girl who proposed the deal to put a stop to the rumors. The girl was about to say she just wanted attention and retract her story by saying it was entirely made up. In exchange, she would be given most wondrous stage to perform on, but when the day came, she was suffocated by the mask prepared for the performance. Unbeknownst to her, the mask had been covered in glue and as a part of the plan to kill and silence her. Koma never believed for a moment that her husband Jinkichi had committed suicide. She was certain that someone was behind his death and asked around persistently for names, addresses, and any other information she could find on people with connections to Daimo. Chief Retainer would not allow things to escalate any further and had Tomozo, a Ronin who had once served as her spy, go after her. However, she turned the table on him, shouting, "It was you who killed my husband, wasn't it?" Confronted with the accusation, Tomozo flew into a blind rage and cut Koma down in broad daylight, ordered to take responsibility for his failure by committing seppuku. He exposed the daimo's plot as he disemboweled himself by the lantern of the soba cart used to give code signals. With both her parents gone through means unbeknownst to her, Toki found herself to be all alone. One day late at night, she went searching for her parents and met her doom falling into a canal where she drowned. Meanwhile, the chief retainer had made no headway whatsoever in finding Simon's whereabouts, and an incensed Ashino decided to set fire to his residence, burning him alive. In truth, all those connected to the events thus far were crushed by Ashino, so their soul would turn into soul dregs upon death, which she had been collecting. All she needed to perform the rite was to get her hands on the record of fates. Sensing that there's something serious at work behind the recent string of strange events in Honjo, Simon returned to find he was too late. He broke down in tears when he learned of the fortunate and unnatural death of Jinkichi's family had met. Simon realized it was the handiwork of Ashino when he found the soul dregs had been collected, and decided he had to prevent any further sacrifices from happening by confronting her at Honjo Bridge. What ensued was a fierce battle of spells that endured till the break of dawn. Those who did not know any better only saw what they believed to be eerie flashes and supernatural orbs of light. At the end of the long battle, Ashina defeated Simon and obtained the record of fates, but he had placed a curse upon her foot. Ashina dragged her foot, corrupted and horribly inflamed, and sought refuge at the nearby residence of a retainer and angrily demanded they wash her foot. Ashina died then and there, filled with agony, and her foot cursed and rotten. Simon, too, having sustained serious wounds during the fight, died that day on Honjo Bridge, still filled with regret. However, Simon came back to life, knowing that there would be enough soul drakes in place during their confrontation. He had prepared a spell that would activate the Rite of Resurrection upon his passing. Feeling that his curiosity was responsible for the terrible tragedy that had unfolded, he was left with a keen understanding of why the Rite of Resurrection was forbidden and became determined to seal the way. Indeed, the reason he resurrected himself was for that very purpose. However, he did not know what had become of the Record of Fates. With nothing to seal away, he instead used the remaining soul drakes to turn 9 of the Natsuki made by Jinkichi into ritual implements to be sealed away in Honjo. He placed a spell so that should someone try to activate the Rite of Resurrection again, all 9 pieces would awaken at once, and to pass the whole truth of these events to future generations, he wrote everything down in the Record of Fates Yin Scroll, and passed it down to his descendants. Meanwhile, the townspeople kept silent about the incidents out of fear of being cursed. However, these occurrences were so strange that gossip about it couldn't truly be contained. Over time, the details became more and more vague as the stories grew into legends, and that is how they came to be called the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Dear God, that is a lot of reading. I'm so dead. Oh my god. The whole story of what we call the Honjo incident is laid out clearly. That incident was the origin of the 7 Mysteries of Honjo and the curses, right? Yes, the resentment of the victims of the incident turned into curses, which are curse echoes. Contents are organized like an answer sheet, so it doesn't just give us the information we need. Ah. Is there anything else? Yes. Here's what we've been looking for. I bequeath this scroll to the future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from a grievous incident, says. Whoa, we foresaw all this happening? And it continues. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is my curse echo. My body, that is a living continuation of my bloodline. My mind, that is my own consciousness. Oh, well, we can't do that. All his bloodline's all dead. Wow, so we gather these three things in one place? Simon's Rite of Cleansing will activate and completely negate the curses in the Rite of Resurrection. Oh, that's it. That's exactly what we need. The three things are Simon's soul, body, and mind. It says soul is Simon's curse echo. His curse echo, so Simon himself is part of the 7 mysteries? Now that you mention it, Mr. Ashi said something along those lines before. There's another hint written here. My curse echo holds my curse. My curse brings ruin to curse bearers. Oh, so he had the light. What kind of hint is that? Maybe it'll make more sense as we keep looking. But will the curse echo still appear if the curse bearer is gone already? Next to body is a descendant of Simon's, it seems. Wasn't Yoshimi a relative of Simon? Wait, what? Yoshimi. Yeah, he's dead. He and Michio Shirashi, who had the other talisman, they're both dead. Ah, both of them had already passed by the time this iteration of the curses was unleashed. Damn, that's true. What are we gonna do? His bloodline was so split up, there have to be others. Oh, there's another note here too. What? Where? Is it another hint? As for the body, seek not only one who bears my blood, but one with strong spirit sense. Such an individual will be able, if a spirit attempts to possess them, to take control of that spirit themselves. So it says. Do we know anyone like that? Can't think of anyone. I mean, you have great spirit sense. Are you a descendant by any chance? Let's move on for now. Next is the mind. What's the difference between the mind and the soul? In paranormal theory, it's said that humans are made of soul, body, and mind. The mind is essentially thought to be a part of the spirit that makes up one's consciousness or oneself. It's like driving. The body is the car and the soul is the control system, and the mind is the driver. I see. I think that makes sense. So is there a hint for finding this one too? Well, let's see. There's this. Should the Rite of Resurrection be activated elsewhere, so too shall my mind be awakened there. Simon tried to seal the way of the Rite of Resurrection, but before he could, Ashino stole the Record of Fates. So as a countermeasure to the rite being activated, he made it so that his mind would be released from the seal. Okay, but what does that actually mean? What it means is, Simon's mind awoke the night the rite was activated and must be possessing someone out there right now. What? So we have to get that person together with everything else. Alright, so we have to find the curse echo, the descendant, and the person possessed by Simon. Then we just have to get them together in one place and we'll be good to go. Right, but there is one thing. The second and third ones could both be the same person. Oh. But who could that be? It's like how Michio lost her memories when she was possessing Yako. Simon's consciousness might not be aware of who it really is. So if he learned the truth, would he start to act of his own accord? Oh, then that person could already be... Is it us? Oh, hold on a second. Someone's coming this way. I don't think so. Huh? Excuse me, could I interrupt for just a moment? Oh, it's Yoko. She's finally back. So maybe it's her? Would you buy this empty can of juice I just finished drinking for 10,000 yen? Huh? I'll even throw in these bones from some fried chickens. You can't beat a deal with it like this. I don't really want them. Don't say that. Come on, they're delicious. Actually, I thought I might just have a picnic right here. Won't you join me? Sorry, I don't understand. What should we do? Well, it's not like we need this exact spot, and we can't do anything with other people around. Let's just move somewhere else. Sorry, we're in the middle of something, so we'll just be on our way. Wait, no. I think she's the one you need. Oh god. Oh god. No! It hurts! Oh, she did take it. This is a curse. What a bitch. I wonder if that's Ashino. Damn it. So what do we do? Oh, we're finally back with you. The hell you been? You have my heartfelt thanks for all your hard work thus far. This brings the story of the 7 Mysteries of Honjo to a close. Wait, really? And who could have foreseen such a conclusion? Unfortunately, it seems that the so-called Mastermind was one step ahead of you. She remains hidden, leaving behind no evidence. Perhaps there is truly no way to stop her. However, should you find that this conclusion is not to your liking, by all means, please pursue a different path. You have done it once before, so I'm sure you already know how. With that, I shall be taking my leave. I have been your humble storyteller. Good night. So what do we do? Oh god. They left us to our own devices. Oh god. What do we do? Oh. I don't know what to do. Okay, so I had to look it up because I really didn't know what to do, but what we gotta do is go back to Shogo. I forget where. Is it in here? Wait, hold on, let me check again. Oh, part 3. And you remember that little weird ghost thing we keep seeing around? We have to go talk to it or whatever. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, here we go. This one. And then there should be a ghost. There it is. Huh? The hell is that? Oh yeah, because Shogo was supposed to have good spirit sense. He was like hauled a whole bunch, so it's probably him that's got the thing, right? It looks like light floating in midair. Huh? Okay, now what though? If you turn this far, blah blah blah. Under the tree you'll see the same spirit Yako Sakazaki saw. Click it and then look back at Takumi, then back at the light. Oops. Okay, looking at Takumi. No. Oh, it's getting closer. Whoa, it's coming closer. Is this another one of the 7 mysteries? It looks like a will-o-wisp, maybe. Was there anything like that in the 7 mysteries? Huh? Am I supposed to touch it? Do it. Do it. Rub your grubby mitts all over it so I can please stop talking. Okay, finally. Can we please be done soon? When the body, soul, and mind of Simon Tsuchi Mikado have all been brought together, the rite of cleansing is activated, spelling all the right rituals and curses that have been previously performed. Oh, so this is like the biggest reset button ever. My. Finally, you have arrived at this juncture. I expected no less from you. That would mean that you have managed to bring everything to light. Though there is the possibility that you have wound up here by chance. So before I take you any further, I must ask you a number of questions. And what exactly the soul, body, and mind of Simon Tsuchi Mikado are. Firstly, which curse echo represents the soul of Simon Tsuchi Mikado? I'm so sorry, I'll never know his name. But I'm pretty sure it's the beckoning light or whatever. Yeah, the beckoning light. Yes, that's exactly it. After his defeat at the hands of Ashino in the Honjo incident, Simon wandered about near Hanonji. The form of his curse echo changed over time with the legend he left behind. That is the curse echo which was acquired by Mayu Chozawa. But when called forth by Simon's body and mind, it appeared momentarily before him. Let us continue. Who served as his self of Simon Tsuchi Mikado, who was his body and his descendant who carried his blood in their veins? Would it be Shogo now, or would it be the other guy? Pretty sure it's Shogo because that thing came to him, right? So wouldn't it be Shogo? Let's try that. I know that there's that other guy, but he died, so I feel like it's gotta be Shogo, because otherwise the other guy is not gonna be able to help us, right? And besides, this guy's got strong spirit sense, so shouldn't it be Shogo? Yes. Correct again. Although Shogo Kai was born to an ordinary family, the blood of a distant relative ran thick in his veins. In truth, the same is true for Yoko Fukunaga. She was also one who had the blood of a distant relative coursing through her. In her case, it was Ashino. Simon and Ashino. Wait, who's Yoko? Oh no, Yoko was, Yoko's Yoko. Sorry, Yoko's the girl that wanted the dog. I forgot her name. Simon and Ashino, fated to meet again all these hundreds of years later. Now for my final question. Who's the mind of Simon Tsuchimikado? Tell me the name of the person whose consciousness was directly tied to his. The mind. I don't know, because I want to put Shogo again, but he was like asleep for most of this game. Wait a minute. Wouldn't it be us? Because... so the whole time... Simon really doesn't want the Rite of Resurrection to happen, right? And this whole time we've been a disembodied entity, right? So wouldn't that be us? Wouldn't we be the... Yeah, wouldn't we be the thing? Because, like... we also are, like, in this game, but we're not really... in the game, so... shouldn't it be us? I'm gonna try. Yeah, because it'd be weird if we weren't included in this game somehow, so it's gotta be us. Oh, I see. You believe it to be Casper. Are you saying you believe it to be yourself? Yeah, because otherwise this whole game is really weird, because we've been, like, subconsciously giving everybody hints on how to defeat the right? And we've been changing time and all that stuff. It's gotta be us, right? Please? Yes! You are correct. Finally, you have remembered. That's right, you are. Simon's consciousness, awoken by the curses in the Rite of Resurrection. However, having lost your memories, you forgot about the duty assigned to you. This is, if I may say so, where I played my part, guiding you through the events of this story. Who are you? As your consciousness was all that was left for view, you manipulated time and space by the way of the story chart, jumping from vessel to vessel. Oh yeah, so we were manipulating everyone and they had no idea they were being manipulated, right? Because, yeah, we're so powerful. And manipulate your host's actions by whispering commands into their ears. In doing so, you were able to get the full picture of what needed to be done. But at one point, while still unconscious, you managed to remember your duty. The so-called mastermind behind these events, the one who awakened the Rite of the Curses, was Yoko Fukunaga, descendant of Ashino herself. You unconsciously activated your curse and killed her. Oh, so that's what happened. Yeah. Oh, we should have just... Oh, okay. Yeah, because, I didn't hit that button, but somehow she died. And that's how. How interesting that she awakened Simon's consciousness at the same time as the curses. That was the one and only time she could have been stopped. Oh. Ah, but... due to your influences on Shogo Kai's will, Yoko Fukunaga was brought back to life, using the story chart to endure her death. I led you to believe that it was the work of the Rite of Resurrection itself. But as it turns out, seeing what would transpire if the Mastermind was not killed at the outset, it was what ultimately revealed the way to put an end to the curses for good. There were certain things that would have answered all your questions had you noticed them. For example, even while under your control, Shogo Kai willingly used his curse, yeah. When I asked you early on how many Shogo Kai had killed, this is what I meant. Had you not used the curse, Shogo Kai would have done so of his own accord. Furthermore, Mayu Chozawa was able to recall the information which only you knew. She was able to do this because she was connected to you through her curse echo, the beckoning light. Why am I getting this now? Oh, in truth, Yoko was a descendant of the Onmyoji who continued to practice in modern times. Her ancestor Ashino attempted to steal the Rite of Resurrection in Honjo during the Edo period. Born with exceptional spirit sense, Yoko had learned about her own ancestor while researching her roots, and was disappointed to find her bloodline had fallen into mediocrity. She became consumed with the ambition to restore her family's lost glory through her own powers, and devised a scheme that would succeed where Ashino failed and perform a Rite of Resurrection. Yoko continued her training, developing her spiritual and curse powers until she discovered the Record of Fates, which offered clues to the rite. She plotted to use curses of the 7 Mysteries of Honjo to gather a large number of soul dregs by calling forth curse echoes and setting the stage for mutual slaughter. Yeah. The ultimate plan involved invoking a large-scale Feast of Shadows, awakening curses, performing the rite herself, and bringing together enough soul dregs to revive Ashino. Since the effects of the curses increase the more people know and fear them, she first entrusted a Record of Fates to the local historian Hideki Arashi, who could be used to easily spread the rumors. She also contacted Fumichika Nejima, a criminal with a deep understanding of mystic arts, and obtained the curse stones needed to gather soul dregs. Unsurprisingly, Nejima was very interested in the story of Ashino, and readily agreed to aid his revival. While carrying out these steps, Yuko... Oh, is her name Yuko? No, it's Yoko. Yoko learned of the existence of the Inn-Scroll, which threatened to thwart her plans. She added a note about the scroll in the Record of Fates before giving to Arashi, intending to acquire it before it could pose an issue. Through investigations, Yoko discovered that Hajime Yoshime was a descendant of Simon, and threatened him with the curse in an effort to scare him into revealing the whereabouts of the Inn-Scroll. While Hajime bravely resisted Yoko's threats, she killed him with the curse to ensure Simon's descendant would not stand in her way. As her preparations were coming together, Yoko obtained the seemingly less dangerous curse stone of the Whispering Canal in order to become a curse bearer. The necessity for gathering the curse stones for the Feast of Shadows. Shogo Kai was also a descendant of Simon, was eyed as a potential risk factor and contacted to ensure that he would be located nearby and subject to monitoring. However, unaware that the spirit of Simon would be awakened within Shogo as soon as she invoked the curse, Yoko's plan was thwarted when she was immediately cursed to death by Simon. Oh my god. Now, allow me to ask you one last question. If you, knowing all that you know now, had the ability to resurrect one life, what would you do? I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want it. I would destroy it. Oh ho, I see. That was Simon's original intention. I apologize for leaving it out of the options when I first asked you this question. Now, it is time to bring things to a close. Upon your arrival here, the rite of cleansing was activated, dispelling all rituals and curses. Look upon the fruit of your efforts, and then we shall leave this world behind for good. Thank you, truly, for all the work you have done. Oh my god, we're finally done. Oh my god, my brain's about to explode from all the reading. Oh god, there's still more. How you doing, buddy? You're finally alive. Yeah. That's what happened. I can't believe it. She's still chilling there. I finally understand. Yeah, I was the one who did that to Yoko. The blood of the Onmyoji that's inside me broke into my consciousness and gave me that curse. Yoko was after the Rite of Resurrection. She was the one who awakened the curses of the 7 Mystery and cast the Feast of Shadows. And the only way to stop all of it was to put a stop to her here. Otherwise, the Rite of Cleansing might have been negated too. I wonder how much of it was really her doing all these things. Yoko. I guess that explains why I felt like it was fate when this all started. Though she didn't seem to notice. I guess things were always destined to end like this from the moment we met. I wish we could have met under different circumstances. No point in thinking it like that now. God, I need a drink. Me too. I'm thinking a Moscow Mule, or 2, or 3. Oh god, are we done now? Please, my throat is dying. Oh god damn it. How are you doing? Oh yeah, because if that hadn't happened, then none of this would have ever happened. Ma'am, what is it? Although she still might kill someone. Look at her. Just a dream. It seems that it was all just a dream. I dreamt that there was such a thing as a Rite of Resurrection. Just a dream. I'm sorry to say it, but there isn't. Right, of course not. But even if there is no such thing, I promise you I will get to the bottom of the kidnapping. In fact, I've happened to find a very important lead over a year ago. Something that's evaded our reach until now, an eyewitness from the scene of the kidnapping. I see. So who would that be? The teacher, or would it be... Is Michio alive? I doubt it. And he's like, what the hell? Back to square one for these guys, although they're pretty incompetent. Whoa, 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 what the hell is this? The medical unit told me to get down here. What happened? And thus they go investigating. As I was looking into Yoshimi's death at the former Yasuda Gardens. Oh, so he still died. Another body was discovered at a different park in the area? Could they have been related? Sure looks like it, but... Excuse me. We found this among the victim's belongings. Thought you'd want to know. What's this? What? What the hell? Boss, look what was in the female victim's address book. Yoshimi's phone number and photo. What? And the picture. There's an X drawn on it and a bunch of weird symbols and a hole where his heart should be. Well, that's awfully convenient. No. Do you think... I mean, could this be some kind of curse or something? How many times have I told you not... how many times do I have to tell you to try not to connect everything to the occult? Damn it. Is this Nakagoshi's case after all? What was that, boss? Nah, don't worry about it. Make sure you put that photo into evidence. There's no doubt that this is related to Yoshimi. Make sure you do a thorough sweep of the area. I'm going to make a phone call. Got it. Leave it to me. Spend as long as you want on the phone. Man, he has to go all the way back to square one with all of his investigating. Oh, what are you guys doing? She still has to get exercised. Mio, it turns out that Michio really did die in an accident. Yeah, if we ask around, we might be able to get a little more information. I guess there never really was such a thing as a Rite of Resurrection. But I did feel like there was a spirit watching over us. That everyone? Oh, there's this dude. Damn it, why? Nothing's happening. But now my contract won't be... No! I should never have believed in that blasted record of fates. Sucks to suck, my dude. To all of you watching from far, far away, the Rite of Resurrection has never existed, not in any world, not in any time. So I ask you to take the life you hold and move boldly forward, one step at a time. Oh, so they did catch this dude. Richter, a wise out. Do you want to question him? Oh wait, he's alive in this timeline. That's weird. Hang on, Ario. Oh god, wait, no. That's the kidnapper? Okay, well, sorry. Yes, I'm the one who did it. So please, help me. She's always following me. I'm so sorry, Michio. I had no idea. What? Hajime was killed? By this Yoko Fukunaga? How can that be? He wasn't the kind of guy who would just be picked off like that. You know that. Yeah, and boss is hiding something. There seems to be some kind of secret hidden in the Hajime family tree. Let me see if I can find out what it is. I heard you would be absent today. Is there something you need? Well, I seem to have this spirit sense thing all of a sudden. I know it's the sort of thing our chairwoman doesn't approve of, so I thought I'd mention it. You could have called. Didn't you think you were the didn't think you were the standoffish type? I had to find a why. Oh. Oops, sorry, I forgot all about my favorite chief inspector. The hells are you planning? Nothing so heinous as you're thinking. I'm only Makoto Ashimiya after all, nothing but a lowly janitor. How are things with you? Getting along with your daughter? Well, you know, more or less. Did we do it? Nope, still going. And we live to see another day. Okay, finally, thank God. I don't think there's gonna be anything more. It's probably fine. Probably. If it's not, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh my god, we finally did it. So this has been Paranormasight. I did not think that this would take another 4 hours to do. My throat's dying a little bit, but that was a cool story. And I liked how they included us at the end, and how they brought Shogo and Yoko back in the story, because it was really weird how they didn't appear at all. So I'm glad that all got resolved. But yeah, let me know what you think of the game down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. This is Casper Kuma, over and out.